ban us from doing live streams?
Doubt it. Okay,
That'd be
yeah, we're
fun.
good.
Okay, are you sure we're live now?
I'm watching.
Should I check?
You can go check. Go check.
That'd be funny if we actually got banned.
Oh, from live streaming?
Oh my,
Joe
we got
Rogan.
Gideon.
Yeah. If we didn't get banned yet, they surely gonna ban us now.
What are you talking about? Joe Rogan is still kicking strong. We can go even stronger. Fuck out of here.
But yeah, welcome to the Flozone podcast. We are back. I am Sean Jamal, but there's gonna be a name change mid podcast. Just pay attention. We got 316, and then we got Zahir Al Ghul. We are the Flozone. There's a lot of shit that happened last week, bro. This past week. We have a lot of stuff. I put that list there, and I just remembered about the Whoopi shit. But I made that whole long ass list and forgot about Miss Goldstein.
Oh man,
or Goldberg.
Whoopi no Goldberg.
Yeah, Whoopi no Goldberg. Or Karen.
Karen, let's call her Karen.
Yeah.
Her government.
Karen Johnson.
I guess we're just gonna start there then.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, Whoopi Goldberg got kicked off for 2 weeks. She's on timeout at on The View. Where is The View on ABC?
Fucking
Yeah.
Or NBC? It's on ABC? Okay.
Yeah.
It's on some kind of C.
Yeah. Quick side note, NBC's been kicking ABC's ass in terms of daytime television, in terms of when I was a kid. Like, I don't know. That was just me. Yeah, she got banned for saying that the Holocaust was more about.
Let's not say banned. Suspended.
Oh, suspended. Yeah, she's on timeout. She's on timeout for saying that the Holocaust
Was not about race because it was one group of white people persecuting another group of white people, which is funny.
And this happened during Black History Month, like the third
first day of
out
Black
here.
History Month. You gotta start this foolishness, man.
I'm not gonna lie, this has been a very dangerous Black History Month. If you notice, like we have white boys saying nigga. There's been an event every day of Black History Month. If you notice this is only the first week. We only got 3 of these shits, and it's already been too eventful.
I think The View should just stay away from political topics. I don't know why they get their talk about political shit, because a lot of their takes are wrong. So I just think that this is something they should get into. That, when it comes to the Holocaust, just stick to what we know. Don't try to come up with new takes. Like, there's never a reason to come up with a new take for the Holocaust, because it never ends up well. Just stick with the shit we know. Just stick with the.
Unless you're actually
a lot of Jewish people died. I understand there was other races and other people that died as well, but they were the biggest group. So let's just stick with that and just keep it moving.
Let's move. Let's talk about what the people's responses to this. You know, of course, there's people that were outraged or like, "What the hell? Why would you say something like that?" But there's a lot of bad takes out there about the Holocaust that I've noticed. It's like, oh my God, I think the American education system really fucked us up, because I'm hearing a lot of bad takes about World War II and the Holocaust right now. It's a shame, bro.
Well, Gregory, I can explain to you why. It's because of goddamn CRT in our schools. That's why. Jesus Christ.
Is there a such thing as a good take on the Holocaust? I think it's one of those things where you can't really have hot takes on. It's like slavery. It's like just there's no hot take on slavery. You kind of just stick to the boundaries of what the conversation are.
If you have a
don't
hot
try
take
to
on
reach around.
If you have a hot take on slavery, you need to find God.
No, there's a lot of hot takes. There's a lot of hot takes. You go to the South. I forgot who was doing this interview, but they were interviewing a whole bunch of people from the South, right? And it was like, no. They were well taken care of. They were one big happy family and stuff like that.
Dog, even in our own schools.
Those hot takes, we don't fucking need that shit, bro.
Bro.
White people that say that shit, I'm saying this. Do not say that. This is me looking out for you on Black History Month. Bro, you don't have to do that shit.
They were like, I mean, you got a good tractor. you're gonna take care of that tractor. You know what I mean? I'm like, you really just compared a human being to an object, and they were just okay with that. And it was like, no. And this one lady was like, well, you know, I have lineage connected to slavery, you know, and all the stories I heard, they treated them so well, and I was like, what the fuck is going on with you people?
They had to treat them well though, Greg, because that was their that was their employees. They cared about them. They cared about them. Don't you have something that you care about? You take care of your things, don't you?
Yeah, you're gonna take care of it like Jeff Bezos take care of the Amazon.
Yeah, well, the camera on the back of my iPhone is broken right now, so I'm not the one to talk.
But even the way they teach about even the way they teach about it in like our schools, like I remember there was this, even in history, remember how they were like, oh, this happened because this was all, oh, the Civil War happened because it's one big business transaction. No. It wasn't over slaves. It was over business. See, overproduction in the South made the North a jealous motherfucker. And that's why they invaded
They
us.
try to do everything but say that it was slavery.
They tried everything.
To be real, that's the real CRT bullshit. Like that's like that's the bullshit they were teaching us. It was about like work and other shit. It wasn't just about slavery. Like it wasn't just slavery. It was a whole bunch of other economic. Okay,
Yeah,
what? How was the South making money again? Who was doing the majority of the labor?
Off of slaves.
Oh, okay. All right, there you go.
But to tie this back to Whoopi's comments is like your teacher saying the Civil War wasn't about slavery, when we all know it was about fucking slavery.
Clearly,
like we all know the Holocaust was about race. It was like if you read Mein Kampf, like you could tell Hitler did not consider Jewish people to be white. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, they're just. I mean, that's a topic for like another day, but I mean, like
that's a topic we're not delving into, nigga. We'll never talk about that topic. There's a certain topic.
I tried to segue away from it. Like, okay. That's why I said another day. I mean, you don't have to promise nigga shit. I mean, look at me.
As far as I'm concerned, I learned it this week that Jewish people are a race. I didn't know that. Apparently, I thought it was a religion, but I guess they're a race because this is what we'll be got in trouble for.
The way I always saw it,
they're a race.
The way I always saw it was that like they hailed from you can join it if you want, but it's like it's predominantly like they hail from a certain area. So
that's another thing. Name change. Sean Goldstein. How y'all like it?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
You're not converting to Judaism.
Really trying to get us canceled out here with the swiftness.
Bro, if Whoopi can go to Karen, I think her last name was like Johnson. It was something.
It was Karen.
Something black as fuck. Karen Johnson. That's black as fuck. She went from that to Whoopi Goldberg. I can definitely go to Sean Goldstein. Like there should be no issues.
This man goes.
You're gonna have your face on the side of a bus. Goldstein Law and Firm.
That is a name you do see a lot with lawyers.
Yeah.
Goldstein.
I don't quite know why, but it's definitely a phenomenon.
Let's not dive into that.
Yeah, it might be something cultural that we just aren't understanding of because that's not our culture. So yeah. We'll see.
There's a fucked up joke, but I kind of wish.
How about we stay the fuck away from the Holocaust jokes?
Why? No. God damn it. No.
Oh. I didn't mean that. Okay.
Like, what am I, Bill Burr to you? Fuck.
We're not gonna. I just kind of. This is one of those topics where I kind of want to stay the fuck away from, or like, not like be jokey about, just because I don't know how niggas react.
Yeah, so. Especially after Joe Rogan's getting packed up, we gotta watch our words.
Nah, yeah, definitely. I guess there's nothing much to say about Whoopi. Whoopi's on timeout. She'll come back in 2 weeks with an apology, and then like that will be the end of that, really.
Oh, we forgot that she doubled down on Stephen Colbert.
Oh, she doubled down?
Yeah.
Oh, she gonna walk that shit back.
No, she did.
I'm saying when she come back on TV, she's gonna walk that shit back. She ain't gonna come back on TV and keep that same energy. I don't believe it. I don't think
Wait,
she
what
will.
happened between her and Stephen Colbert?
Well, she released the apology, right? And then she went back on Stephen Colbert and talked about it, and basically was like, "No, this is what I think. Like, fuck y'all niggas. This is what I think."
Bro, she apologized, didn't she?
She apologized in that letter, and then she went on Stephen Colbert and said this basically the same thing again.
Nigga said,
Oh,
nigga
so
said,
she walked it back, then said it again, then walked it back.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, like it's kind of fucked up. That's kind of funny at the same time. How you finna triple down on a problematic take?
She did it though, because she walked it back. She walked that shit back, and then she's like apologized. Then she's like, "Oh no, you can't just take back the apology after you fucking apologize. You already bent the knee. Like if you're gonna stand on it, you gotta stand on it."
No, speaking of
Yeah,
who bent the
exactly.
knee, our boy Joe Rogan.
Yeah, are we allowed to say our boy now?
Mm.
I mean,
The man, Joe
boy.
Rogan.
The pod father.
You were calling the podcast. You called him the podcasting father, bitch.
He's the pod father.
Yeah,
He's the pod father.
Weird ass name.
Bro, that's who you want to know what I thought about when this shit first popped off? Before I even looked at the video or anything, who the fuck did Joe Rogan piss off? This is one of those shit when like you fuck with someone and they got a vendetta against you, like you don't want to fucking do because they got some shit on you. And
Whoa.
Joe's probably like, whatever, yeah, whatever, like because they're
know.
pulling out all the stops, bro.
I don't know who sat through 70 episodes to find each time he used that word. Somebody sat through 70 episodes of Joe Rogan just to find him.
If I had to guess on how they did it, they probably are going through some sort of transcript, and they're just doing like a clean search of like how many times like he actually said it. Because there's no fucking way, dude has like over 1,000 episodes. I doubt they watched it. They probably just scanned for that one word. If I had to guess, he probably said it more times, but it probably didn't pick up on whatever scraper or whatever the fuck they used.
Can you imagine? Go ahead, 3-6. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I doubt the fact that they have enough time to do that shit. Even no matter how much determination. 70 hours. 70 hours.
Not even 70 hours, 70 episodes, nigga. And those episodes could range from 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah, some of them were 2 to 3 hours.
Exactly.
How much of a fucking loser do you have to be to go through someone's shit? Especially Joe Rogan. This nigga has like 1,700 podcast episodes.
But he had to apologize though, because I mean,
no, clearly,
that Planet of the Apes comment was wild.
That was a fucking
that was like wild. Even Joey Diaz's face was like, "What the fuck did you just say? Like,
dog,
you really just said that shit?" And he's coming from Joey Diaz is like shocked that you said that, bro.
Dog, the thing that he said when he said the fucking Planet of the Apes, I was just like, "Oh, this nigga's done. This nigga's done."
But the thing is, bro, we've seen that tape before. Like this compilation has been around months, probably a year ago, and all of a sudden it resurfaced now.
You know what I have a problem with? I have a problem with all these fucking shit libs that are bringing this up, but whenever you bring up that, like, you know, the president has said the N-word in the same kind of context that the other Joe, the Joe Rogan has, like, it's not an issue. Niggas love to pick and choose. My thing is, this shit's kind of hard to defend. That's my whole thing. I can't defend.
I'm gonna be honest.
You don't have to defend it.
Yeah, I don't. You don't.
Joe's got to apologize for this. But
oh no, he did. I watched the apology. The apology is actually like pretty decent. Like I think the Planet of the Apes shit, he did a bad job apologizing for that. But everything else, I think he did a decent job. But my God, man, 70 episodes. God damn, dog. I can't defend that shit. When Spotify has to take down 70 of the shit because you're saying nigger, like.
Hey, that's nagger to you, bud. Hey. Hey, no hard ERs.
About that.
Damn.
But like,
I mean, they were gonna once you signed that deal, bro. People were gonna find out something. They were gonna try to take you down somehow.
I feel like people never liked Joe Rogan, and now they're just finding an excuse not to. Like they're trying to justify their dislike for him. And I'm gonna be honest, if you dislike him, I kind of understand it. Dude says a lot of wild shit.
Dislike him.
Yeah, like he says a lot of wild things, and He says them very casually too, when like with a level of like expertise that you don't find in a lot of people. He'll be like, you swear the shit he says is like backed up scientifically, when it's like, no, you just were talking to some random tinfoil nigga for like 2 hours.
That's what happens when you talk about COVID for a whole year. He should have stayed away from that COVID shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. Joe's been kind of wilding out with that shit. So like, that's what I'm saying. It can't be just that, because Joe Rogan has always had like hate towards him, but I feel like they're using that to justify the reason why they're going all at him like that. Because it's gonna start. We see it. It started with the oh, he's spreading misinformation. We got to take him out. Oh, he's spreading racism. We have to take him out. Watch, they're gonna bring up the transphobia stuff. They're gonna bring up something else, and then like this thing is spiraling out of control now. They're trying to get all the groups against this nigga, man.
Listen, man, I had my little conspiracy theory about why this is all happening to Joe Rogan all of a sudden, even though we've seen that compilation before. Mainstream media. Okay, this is gonna be hard to say. Mainstream media has been losing out to basically alternative platforms, right?
Yeah, new media.
I'm talking about podcasts, people like Secular Talk, Rational National, stuff like that. Those type of things. And those type of podcasts and alternative medias are really popular amongst younger people.
Yeah, the key demographic.
Basically, the only people that are watching mainstream news like CNN, MSNBC are older people. I felt like this was a bit orchestrated to help take down one of the biggest alternative like media platforms in the world.
So you feel like it's a bit like the YouTube apocalypse?
Basically, yeah.
Pure bitch shit. And I mean, like, that's the thing, because a lot of these niggas on TV aren't entertaining. Tell me one motherfucker that's gonna sit down and listen to a Don Lemon podcast. I ain't listen to a fucking Don Lemon podcast, and that's not to. I don't like. That's not a. Is that a? That is a knock on Don Lemon. I'm not really a fan of that nigga. I don't think he's entertaining. I don't think Anderson Cooper's entertaining either. I don't think Rachel Maddow's entertaining. I don't think Tucker is entertaining. I don't think Sean Hannity's entertaining. A lot of these motherfuckers on TV are not entertaining, bro.
And that's the thing, bro, because these people are losing out. Like before Trump got into office, before 2016, like ratings were going down, right? And then they had like a saving grace in Trump, who they could just talk about for 24 hours, and they basically their ratings went back up. Once Trump got out of office, you know, they started seeing, and after January 6th, their ratings started going back down. And then they started seeing that that podcasts were doing really well. People were watching YouTubers instead of watching the news. Like, I mean, I feel like this is a bit orchestrated. You know what I mean? To try to take down one of the biggest podcasters in the world.
Who do you think they're gonna pump up? Because when usually they do some shit like this, they always try to pump up a replacement. Who the fuck is gonna replace Joe Rogan?
I don't think they want a replacement. I feel like that's the problem. I don't feel like they want. I feel like they just want total like control. But here's my thing about it. Joe Rogan, he's one of those people where it's like, have you ever seen someone and you just know they have a problematic past? Like, I got that vibe from him the very first episode I ever saw from him. Maybe because my expectations were already low from him. It's like, like this doesn't sting. Mm-hmm. But like, I mean,
we always knew he was a bit of an ape. Like,
dog, this nigga eats elk meat and does like ketamine. Like, how serious can I like take you as a person? Like when people were going crazy over like when people were going crazy when he was giving out advice over COVID-19, I'm just like, dog, you're going to take medical advice from a dude who does ketamine and eats elk meat. We joke about like Cal from Euphoria being a fucking animal. This man is an actual fucking animal. Like, I don't know why anyone looks at him with any type of reverence whatsoever and be like, oh, this is a guy I'm going to take COVID-19. Actually, no, I do know why. Fox News.
This is the same guy that calls himself a fucking. He calls himself a fucking idiot every single podcast. He literally calls himself that all the time. I had someone talk to me today where they're like, "You actually like sit down and watch Joe Rogan despite all the COVID-19 shit," and I was like, "Well, I mean, I I wouldn't say I watch him for him. I think I would like. I don't believe Joe on any of that COVID shit that he's talking about. I really don't
Only
fucking
time I
pay
watch
attention
Joe
to it.
Rogan is when he has a guest I like
Yeah.
Dr.
Yeah,
Cornel
Yeah.
West.
yeah.
Like if he has Dr. Cornel West, I'm gonna watch him. If he has Bernie Sanders, I'm gonna watch him. You know what I mean? That's about it. Like you have to have somebody else like I care about, like RDJ or somebody.
Because I will say, like, he's a really good interviewer. Like, as much as I don't agree with his takes, I feel like he's probably one of the better interviewers in media today. Not like the best, but I'm saying definitely one of the better ones. Because he knows how to get an entertaining conversation out of anyone. He can get an entertaining conversation out of a fucking plank from Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Like, not too many people can do that. Like,
He's probably one of the most underrated interviewers. Probably the best, actually, because I can't think of someone like on his level that's as just as good as him. It's definitely on mainstream media. I can't think of anyone that's as good as him.
but
So
is that their
Yeah.
job, though, to be entertaining?
If you're on TV, yeah.
yeah, that's the whole point.
If you're on TV, yeah.
Like, what's the point of giving these people actual news and information? Like this, we're here to get ratings, baby.
It's very true. It's very true.
But adjacent to Joe Rogan, what's his name? I forgot it. Jesus, Neil Young. So Neil Young takes off all his music off of Spotify, and he goes to Apple Music and Amazon, which I think his music was already on there. How do you guys feel about that? Because
Good riddance. Goodbye and good riddance. I didn't even know who the fuck Neil Young was until this whole thing with him and Joe Rogan came about. So good. Yeah, good riddance. Who the fuck is Neil Young?
I feel like it's a bit hypocritical. But
Well, why do you feel that?
Because Apple literally has little kids in China dying and making pieces of their
Amazon doesn't care if their employees even get COVID. Like they also sell other problematic stuff on there, like until it becomes like an issue. Like Ben Shapiro's stuff is on Amazon, but like
No one cares.
you see how they treat their workers. Like
niggas are
But-
shitting in bags. Like
I was watching Anthony Fantano, and he was basically saying that this is a long-term beef. This isn't just about this isn't just about Joe.
COVID, dude.
No, this isn't just about Joe Rogan. They've had a long-standing beef, and now it's just like, oh, this is just a perfect excuse to leave. Like he found a scapegoat. He's found a scapegoat in Joe Rogan. I wouldn't be surprised if he already wanted to do this, and then now he just found the perfect excuse. And then and then now he's finding people who will rally behind him, which is like cool, I guess. But I mean,
Yeah, Joni Mitchell said that she was gonna remove her music.
yeah, they're longtime friends. They don't
No,
count. I'm
yeah,
talking about-
longtime friend. She's also Canadian, and she was also big in the '60s and '70s. But the thing is, nobody cares about these people, bro. Nobody cares about Joni Mitchell or Neil Young. Even though I like Joni Mitchell, I like her music, but she's not popular amongst younger audience, and that's who Spotify is like going after. If you need somebody like Post Malone or The Weeknd or Taylor Swift to say something, and then maybe Spotify might terminate that contract.
Like that's the thing. Even if it's like even if I'm not a fan of these people, if you have something like Justin Bieber who's getting like millions and upon millions of monthly listeners, like he has one of the most monthly listeners in terms of like artists today. If a whole bunch of people like on his level like banded up and said, "Hey, like you got to take Joe Rogan off," I'm pretty sure Spotify would listen. But my thing is like, dog, is it really that fucking deep? Are we not going to pretend all these companies don't have fucking deep, dark secrets and shit? Like, kids in China are dying for my Air Force Ones, but I still want to get another pair. Like, we got to stop pretending that there's a morality in this capitalism shit, dog. There isn't. There's certain things you're going to be okay with, there's certain things you're not. I fucking hate that little Chinese kids might be dying for my Air Force Ones. But like I said, I'm still going to get another pair in like 2 weeks. So, like, it doesn't matter.
I personally feel that a lot of people are trying to like, they want to gang. I don't know, man. Like, I don't even like Joe Rogan. If like Jesus, I don't know why, but like a lot of people are essentially forcing you to pick a side on something, and it's like, dog, I never like this.
Listen, bro, I'm here for the music. That's it. That's the only
Yeah.
reason why I go on Spotify. I'll tell you that bit.
And
As
also
in,
like,
these motherfuckers want me to cancel Spotify when I'm getting Spotify, Hulu, and Showtime for $5. Suck my fucking dick. I ain't fucking switching. I ain't switching streaming.
Like, what am I
platforms.
gonna change to Apple Music?
the
I
thing
had
is,
Apple Music. Apple
I
Music
don't want
is
Apple
dope.
TV.
Apple
Like,
Music is
what are
alright.
they gonna throw in
But,
Apple TV? Like, I don't want that shit.
dog, I canceled that shit after the 3-month free trial was over because it's like, why am I paying $10 thing when I can get $5 for 3? So like, y'all can suck my dick with this cancel Spotify shit. Suck my fucking dick. I ain't canceling.
I
this
will
shit.
say, if you want to switch over, I suggest Tidal. I think Tidal's really good. I personally,
That's where I'll go
personally
before
use
I
it.
go to Apple
Yeah.
Music. Are you serious?
Yeah, like I personally suggest Tidal. I think they're a great platform, and also like Spotify has a lot of problems. Like if it wasn't for Joe Rogan glossing over a lot of things, like Spotify has a lot of problems as a company. Because I remember like a few years back, they had a problem coming out of that company like once a fucking year. Like they have
Well, yeah,
deep rooted
they don't
issues.
pay their artists. They don't pay their artists shit.
Like
Like, what else was there? There was another problem as well. I
There
heard
was
they're not even a
harassment.
profitable company either.
I think there was harassment in the workspace, if I'm not mistaken, but that's just me
That
trying
seems
to
like
remember
every
things.
That seems like every tech company.
That's literally like every tech company bingo card. Like if you were just to make a bingo card, that's just one of the things that's always gets
A
filled.
whole bunch of them are gonna
Like
fall.
a whole bunch
Like,
of sexual harassment shit.
yeah, we already had
It happened,
like Activision.
it happened to one of my friends that's trying to create an app. Like she had to talk to this tech bro about this app, and this nigga hit her up like a week later, like I miss your voice. It's like I really was vibing with you. Like just being really fucking weird.
You know, I
Being
know something.
really fucking weird.
You want to know something that's really sad? I was hearing a story about people who were trying to get crowdfunding and stuff, who were trying to raise money. And there was like one company, I shit you not, they had to send a white guy in order to do the pitches, in order to get the crowdfunding. And I was like, damn, that is fucking depressing.
Yeah, that sounds like something that could happen. That sounds
Yeah.
like something that could happen.
Not too far off.
And I'm just like,
that's the culture in tech, bro. Like, that's the culture.
yeah, that's what I'm signing up for.
Praying for you, Jesse. Praying for you.
How many more than prayer? I'm gonna need a holy water nuke.
Jesse's gonna be alright. Remember, he's an inside slave. He's gonna be alright.
Huh? You're mumbling.
I said you're an inside slave, so you're an inside slave, so you're gonna be alright. Like you're not gonna have no
This
problems.
nigga trying to get us canceled too.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
like shut up, Whoopi. Shut up, Whoopi. Like fuck out of here.
My goodness.
Speaking of the people that think slavery is a choice,
Oh my.
what the fuck is going on with Kanye? Can someone take this nigga's phone? I thought he was supposed to be making Donda too, and he wasn't gonna be on his phone.
Hey, man.
When they said all of the lights is finally making sense now, that shit really killed me.
I was like, yeah, I posted that in the group chat. I was just like, yo, this song hits different now. Restraining order, can't see my daughter, my brother,
Oh
my mother, brother, granddaughter hate me in that order.
Oh my.
I was like,
goodness.
yeah, like that nigga really spoke that into existence.
That boy was
That boy
foreshadowing.
was manifesting back in
That boy was-
2011.
oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Do you want to know what the funny thing about this whole situation is? All of this stems from fucking Kanye just not wanting shit on TikTok. Like, there's a lot more where this shit is coming from, but like, I can't necessarily be mad at him for that. Where it's like, but
How
it's,
old
oh,
is
his
she?
mom wants it. She's 8.
yeah, she's
That's
supposed
a
to be
young
12.
age to be on TikTok. Like, I understand she shares that account with her mom, but
you can't be mad at her because, like they said, did you see in the comments?
I didn't even see that. The comments are
Bro.
fucking wild.
They're in the comments talking about Stormy. Do you know how to play the Cash App game? I'm like, what? They're like, Stormy, do you know how to take a picture of your mom's checking account? Do you know how to take a picture of your mom's bank card? Like, go look at those comments, bro. They're wild.
Listen, man, you need to really be if you're a parent, you really need to be careful about posting.
Because watch one of your kids be like, I do want to play the Cash App game. My mommy loves having Cash App. I always wanted to know how to play it.
Man, fuck fuck all that getting scam shit. It's like, dog, like I don't feel like it's an irrational take. I don't. Why am I saying that? Why did I say that irrational take? Like, whatever. I don't feel like it's bad for him to not want his kid on social media. I mean,
at 8, at 8. Like, I understand he shares this account with her mom, but goddamn, 8 years old, bruh.
What is that, like a second grader?
Facebook, I had to be like 14.
That is the second grader. I'm not mad at him for that. Like,
you gotta remember,
I understand. Like,
at least middle school.
And you gotta remember, she already basically ran through the house, the camera on, so everybody knew how the fuck her house looked. And somebody said something about it, and you feel me?
Apparently, one of the grandkids snitched on Chris and said Chris makes like 10% off their TikToks. No. So
what?
That's yes. Like, Chris Kardashian makes 10%. He had said it. Like, Chris Kardashian takes a cut from the money they make on TikTok.
What the fuck?
Big money, Chris.
I'm not mad at fucking Kanye, bro. That's what I'm saying. He's not getting pimped out.
You know, nobody's
Wait,
mad
what did
at
he call
Kanye.
it?
He called her Chris Jong-un.
Nobody's mad at Kanye. It's just
people are mad at Kanye. Look at Twitter.
There's people mad at Kanye and saying like, "Oh, she shouldn't be doing this in public," which I agree with. But
that's what I was gonna say. I do feel like it wasn't a public. It wasn't something that should be made public.
The problem is though, like, I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to do this privately, and then
he said he did.
So it's like,
if you can't, he said he did it. Right? He tried to do it privately, but he mentioned it. He's like, but they kept doing it. So that's the reason why I said, like, I said it publicly now, because they kept doing it even after I said I wasn't comfortable.
Damn, bro.
Because if that happens, then it's like you have a forced hand. You can't. There is no privately. Like, you already tried that and it didn't work.
Kanye's literally, but I did read a comment, which is true. It is hard to raise 8 kids, or however many kids she had.
I thought you only have 4.
4?
Yeah, I thought you only have 4. I thought you had 2 twins and then North and one other one.
I don't know if they're twins or not. I just think it's 4 kids.
But still, 4 kids is definitely not easy. No matter. You know what I mean?
Niggas have done it with less.
Oh my gosh.
That's my thing, man. Like, I can't be mad at, like, and then TMZ's being fucking disgusting. I've never seen someone suck so much dick. Like, they're putting up TMZ.
Oh, okay.
Tiana Trump levels, bro, of sucking Kardashian cock. Like, it's pretty disgusting. Because they're saying, like, how Kanye, like, it's weird. Like, Kanye just wants to say and how his kids are raised. Like, they're making this nigga seem like,
but I mean,
crazier than he is.
But yeah, but he's also done things that he shouldn't have. Like, remember when he talked about how they thought about getting an abortion?
Yeah.
Like, that's for the whole entire public to see, man. Like, North is gonna grow up one day. She's growing up now, but when she gets older one day, she has access to that. Like, she has access to a video of her dad talking about how they were thinking about aborting her, and that's gonna fuck her up. Like, that's gonna be a therapy session right there.
I mean, is it really though? Because this nigga started fucking bawling his eyes out afterwards. So I think, like,
but that's not,
I think she would know where she stands.
That's not something a child should know, though. Like, that's something you go to the grave with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, let's not try to act like Ye's all perfect and everything.
No, I'm not. I'm saying that's why I said crazier than he actually is.
Yeah.
Dog.
But still, the man just wants to see his kids.
I'm not gonna lie.
Did you see the thing today?
What?
What did he say today?
He was trying to take him to the Donda basketball game, but he's like, Kim's not letting me take the kids to Chicago.
Oh my goodness, the kids can't go to Chicago?
Trash.
Granted, I would agree with Kim if we're asking about what side of Chicago. That you were near O Block. Catch a fucking stray bullet.
I mean, dog.
Well, let's be real, bro. Like, yeah, like, I feel what Jesse's about to say. Let's be real. It's not gonna be that type of party. The type of security. Like, bro, it's the Kardashian. Like, at the end of the day.
No, not even fuck all that. Like, who brings a child to, like, even this is a little crazy. This is a crazy ass nigga, but we can all. I feel like he'd have that level of rationality where it's like, oh, I'm not gonna bring my second grader to O Block.
You wanna go study O Block?
No,
No.
like that's not a thing. That's not gonna happen. They're gonna go watch. They're gonna go watch those kids play at some random prep school. Which how the fuck is that man getting funding for? But
But let me ask
Kanye.
you guys this. Let me ask you guys this. Do you think Kanye is the anomaly of the Kardashian curse?
He's not a Kardashian.
No,
Wait,
the
what?
Kardashian curse. Kardashian curse. Basically, every guy who
No, he's getting cursed right now. He's getting fucked right now. So I think he's getting hit
you
with the curse.
think he
I
is
think
like
I
because
think
well, you remember how Lamar Odom went, and you
I
guys
mean
see
Kanye already went to a mental fucking. I think we're kind of past the point of is the curse real or not. I don't think he beat it. I think he had
you don't think
parts
he
of
did
shit
it.
that he had to deal with it. Nigga had to go to a mental institute, bruh.
Yeah, but I thought he got better, and then because like you see how he was.
Yeah, but once you go down that path, it's kind of like
Hard to lead a normal life.
yeah,
Okay.
because then they're drugging you up with shit, and you have to take meds and stuff like that. It's like I don't know, man. I feel Ye on this. He's trying to raise a West, and the family's trying to raise a Kardashian, and I definitely feel him on that because like. I don't know. If my kids are getting pimped out by Chris and Chris is taking 10% every time they're recorded, I kind of wouldn't be comfortable with that shit either. Chris Jong-un is like the queen of pimping her kids.
10%?
She pimps all of her
Yo.
kids out, bro.
Yo,
Like she's
yo.
a great businesswoman, but at the same time, you gotta admit she's pimping her kids.
10% is a Dre deal. Like what?
It's a what?
On the like, bro, on 10%. You know how much money? Like, bro, she's gonna be straight, and she gonna be talking about some of the rest going into their college fund.
You think them little niggas gonna go to college?
Oh my goodness! You don't think they gonna want an education?
Yay,
How many of these
calm
Kardashians?
down. Just make down to 2, please. I think we're kind of past
I
this.
told y'all 222 2020 222 2022. Come on now. You already know what it is, man.
It's
don't
gonna
think that shit
drop
dropping,
March.
but-
It's gonna drop March. I think it's gonna drop sooner than we expect. Latest
Bro,
April.
guys.
My estimation is March, April.
He told me
Hell,
it's
maybe
done.
even June.
It's done.
But knowing Kanye, I'm not getting my hopes up. At bare minimum, there's probably gonna be a listening party that day, and I feel like that's a fair trade. A Kanye
like
listening party at that time, that's fair. I agree with that.
I feel like Ye finna give us some pain in this one. He's gonna play some.
What the fuck? The Lakers came back? The Knicks are so fucking trash, dog.
Say it again.
Why are the Knicks so ass?
Say it again. Say it one more time.
The Knicks are so fucking trash. I'm not a Knicks fan, but like
Nah, say it for the niggas in New York. I want to make sure they hear this. Say it one more time for them boys.
them niggas are screaming bing bong, but they're really gonna be doing ping pong, nigga. They're going straight to the fucking draft. They're getting a high ass draft pick.
Oh my goodness.
Disgusting. The Lakers are up 3 after being down 20.
Yo, this man Sean is a bing bong monster. This man is snob.
Oh, but the James Harden thing. James Harden apparently is rumored to be going to Philly and trade talks. After rumors of him like hating City because he doesn't like paying a lot for a luxury apartment.
Bro, what do you trade for James?
Ben Simmons.
Tyrese Maxey and probably a pick or two.
They said they aren't giving up Maxey, but like
they're gonna have to give up some young talent.
Have to do it. They're gonna have to do it.
That's what I'm saying. Like Ben is not gonna come. We need Ben.
They're giving up something. I mean, I wouldn't. The way I see this going down, if either two things are gonna happen, there's probably a trade that makes sense to everyone, but probably people upstairs above. What's his name? Oh my god, GM for the Rockets, GM for the not GM. Yeah, Morey. Yeah, probably someone above him is gonna be like, no, fuck that. I don't want this trade to happen. It's either that or I don't know. They need
to do it, bro. I'm sorry. Even if I know they don't want to give up Tyrese Maxey, but even if they don't want to do it, like give him up, you have to do it, bro. Free yourself from that fucking cap space. Even if James Harden leaves you guys, it's like you have some extra money to play with. My thing is, can y'all get rid of Tobias Harris? If you get rid of that contract,
the problem The problem is
have
that
to do this deal.
they're too much in a win now type of team where it's like, dog, we don't know how long Embiid is gonna last, so you have to basically make a win now team. Like, you don't know if how long this is gonna last.
That's the reason why
Once he gets 30,
now.
like, it's gonna be scary. Like, I'm not gonna. What the fuck are you doing?
Bro, relax, bro. Yo, I can't scratch my stomach.
You
Yo,
definitely
No, not like that.
that
No,
fucking
not like
position
that.
looked crazy, Dre.
Yeah,
chill,
exactly.
bro.
It
Bro,
looks disgusting. It looks
relax,
phallic to me. No,
bro.
stop.
Like, bro, relax. You guys are gonna get us flagged.
Yeah, but they definitely got to make some moves because shit ain't looking. The 76ers have been looking pretty good, but my thing is, like, the Nets have been looking fucking terrible. They lost 7 straight games, and they're about to play playoff tournament like contention. They're at the 6th seed right now. Like,
The Nets look terrible. The Lakers look terrible. Everybody looks terrible.
the world is healing.
Is it?
Honestly, like, yeah, because, like, I just Lakers fans are horrible. The Nets fans aren't bad, but, like, I mean, I just don't like the big three that they have. When the whole league was dynamic duos, I kind of liked it when it was dynamic duos.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. Can we all agree that no one has a good fandom, especially when their team is even remotely good? Like, the moment you make the 8th seed is the exact moment you would just have fucking, like, you just have dipshits, vocal dipshits in your community just running rampant. I'm sorry, there's no good NBA fandom. It doesn't exist.
No,
I'd
that's
argue
not
no.
true. That is not true. Lakers fans are the most insufferable fan. Miami Heat fans can be insufferable too, because they're so annoying when it comes with the jersey edits. Anytime a nigga's in trade room, jersey for some reason. Like, why? Like, Donovan Mitchell is not Miami, dog. Like, why am I seeing Don Mitchell edits in a Miami Heat jersey? Like, Heat fans can be annoying, but my God, like, Knicks fans are insufferable. Lakers fans are insufferable. Warriors fans are insufferable.
Knicks fans, I think Knicks fans won that one. Toronto fans too.
I don't think they're as bad.
Yeah, you're
I feel like Toronto.
No, they had their
Patriots fans, insufferable.
I feel like
Patriots
Toronto
fans are horrible. Like, my God, man. I just think I understand your point. There's no such. My God. Admit that some fan bases are worse than others. Like, if there's no such thing as a good fan base, a lot of there's such thing as worser, if that's a word. Like, Lakers fan base is straight up cancerous. They're the only team, if they lose, they literally start trending because niggas are making fun of them. Like, it's hilarious. I think the Chiefs, like, fan base isn't even that bad. Like, I think I don't know.
The Lakers are the only team where if I see a Twitter space go up and it's Laker talk, I just know they lost. They're the only team I know. If I see too many Laker-centric Twitter spaces up at the same time, they lost. It's clear. Because I've seen the Lakers win. No one gives a fuck. But when they lose, everyone gives one too many fucks.
Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Russell, they blame Russell. Bro, Russell's their scapegoat. They're gonna blame Russell.
Russell hasn't played the whole fourth quarter, and apparently that's what led to the comeback.
I'm telling you, bro.
What a fall off, man. What a fall off.
What I was thinking is, imagine, you feel me? What you wanna call it? Philly needing a point guard, they switch for Russ for Harden, like a 3-way trade.
Huh?
That'd be, great. That'd be great. Wouldn't that be great? A 3-way trade, Russ Harden.
You can stop throwing, Dre.
No?
Good trade for who, nigga? Russell Westbrook is untradeable. They're paying that. You know, this nigga's scheduled to make $44 million, and he's missing at the fucking hoop. This nigga's not even making layups.
You don't think it might
this
just
nigga's doing highway robbery.
But what I'm saying is, you don't think it might just be a bad situation? Because think about it.
No.
In Washington, he was snapping in Washington.
No, he was not.
He wasn't snapping in Washington.
Lying to himself. No, they were the fucking 8th seed. They weren't snapping.
But it was only him and fucking what's the other dude?
Beal.
Beal. It was only him and Beal. It was two
This nigga was not
niggas.
Hey,
snapping, bro.
Sean.
We gotta
Alright.
what happened?
Remember a few episodes ago, I was talking about how some niggas just check the stats on Bleacher Report, lock their phone, and call it a day. We're looking at a nigga who does that right now. This nigga said the Washington Wizards were a good team. Not a good team, but like they were decent.
They were a good team.
Yeah, I correct myself on that.
He had
Russell is so
he played
fucking
pretty good
inefficient,
there.
bro.
No.
This thing is inefficient. He plays so inefficiently. Like it's
No,
ridiculous.
We're not doing that.
This nigga has the ball in his hand so much, but like that's the reason why his stats are so good because he always has the ball in his hands. But when you like, there's at least like 3 or 4 games, plays a game. It was at the time 3 or 4, especially in the fourth quarter. It'd be like 3 or 4 times in the game where like Russ, what the fuck are you doing? And like there's literally a tape of like Shaq when they're playing in Orlando. Shaq's like, "Yo, Russ, slow the fuck down. Like, what are you doing, man? Slow down, dog."
He messes with the tempo so much. Like he always needs to go like 100 miles an hour. I'm like, please, Russ, just slow down, dog.
And there's literally a play like they're showing highlights. Highlights on TNT, and they're literally showing when Russ slows down and takes his time. He's a way better player when he does that shit. When he's not playing at 100%, like it's.
Yeah, I mean, dude loves.
It reminds me of the fucking Twitter space that Jesse was in, where someone was like, "To be real, we could have called Russell Westbrook a stat padding ass." Like that's really what he is. This nigga grabs rebounds because there's just like everyone is boxing out for him, and he gets a rebound for it.
Just like Russell Westbrook isn't a bad player, but I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like, oh, I'm not gonna justify his shit. I'm tired of talk. You know how I'm tired of talking about Ben Simmons. I'm tired of talking about Russell Westbrook. I'm tired of talking about. There's one other big storyline throughout this NBA season that I'm tired of. Like, oh my fucking god, this season is honestly insufferable. Like, it's been insufferable mostly because of the narratives. Like, this is a L season. I'm saying this now. This is a L season. Yeah, there's good games, but like, no.
Like, I get what y'all saying.
Do you?
No, I don't.
Exactly.
The nigga averaged a triple double. Like,
This nigga devalued what a triple double actually means, though. Like
Exactly.
niggas think just because you had a triple double
But
means you
It
played
doesn't
well.
mean
This
shit.
nigga would get a
It's
triple
worthless.
double and then have 8 or 9 turnovers. Like
I feel you, but getting
No, you
triple
don't.
double is not easy.
Who cares if you made it if you averaged a triple double?
And averaging a triple double is not easy.
Round.
niggas always losing in the first round. He ain't doing shit with that triple.
Like who cares?
And I
man?
feel you, but like I said, I was just basing it.
Do you though?
I was basing it
Do
simply
you?
off Westbrook, and I was just defending my argument. But here's what I'm saying, because like Paul George, Paul George is not good. Paul George is great, but that man always.
I'd rather have
gets
Paul
knocked
George
out.
than Russell
Yeah.
Westbrook.
Yeah, the whole league
Of
would.
course,
And
But
it's not
I'm
because
just saying-
he
I'm just saying
averages
they
a triple
both-
double. Like
but I'm just saying they both. You feel me? Don't get past the fucking second round.
Wait, what are you talking about?
What?
I mean, Paul
What?
George got past that one time, but I'm talking about like ever since. I'm talking about like
Okay, what's the
this
next
current
topic?
current
Yo.
them, bro, current them, bro. Next one.
Yo, what? Yo, next
Current-
topic. Next topic. Next topic.
Current
topic.
them, bro.
Let's talk about the next topic.
oh, Rihanna's pregnant,
Yeah.
and niggas were in their feelings.
Okay, I'm gonna be
You already
honest.
know who's
Like,
in his feelings. We saw him at that Raptors game.
That boy Drake was.
yo, I'm every nigga who works a 9 to 5, and you're actually unironically mad that Rihanna's pregnant. You need to go find Jesus, find God, find Yahweh, find Jehovah, go find Satan. You need something in your life.
Yeah,
we
like-
already know the red pill women are mad about this too.
Oh,
Like,
femcells.
we got the dudes mad, and we got the fucking the
Femcells.
feminine, you know, those feminine women that be giving advice about how to attract an alpha male, like, you know, those type of women. They're mad too.
Like city girls?
Yeah.
No, not city girls. There's like
You talking
know
about
how
Abby?
the manosphere type of dudes.
Oh,
They're like
okay.
yeah, the equivalent for women, and it's like you know, how to attract an alpha male and stuff like that, and how to get you a bag or something like that.
We're never getting another Rihanna album again.
I'm fine with that.
I guess I am too. Like I kind of, because I don't want to hear anything about her being a, like, if you're not talking about work, anything like that. If you're not giving me any Caribbean, I don't want motherhood. Like,
but
dog, she's Frank Ocean with a coochie. Like,
but we know she got some shit in the vault. We know that for sure.
Didn't she scrap a whole album?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think something. Yeah.
I
Yeah, I remember Party Next Door was working with her on some stuff, and then we never heard the light of day of that.
That's what I'm saying.
Control of
classic album, by the way, though. Anti's a classic album.
Niggas just got a leak shit.
I need to go listen to it again. It's that good.
I was listening to it again recently, and I was like, damn, like, this is how a lot of those songs fell under my radar too. Like the first time I heard it.
I'm glad I was born in that generation, to where I could like see Rihanna like
her rise.
Yeah,
because niggas don't fucking remember Upon the Replay when that shit came out. Like, that shit was in every single dance.
Like, you guys remember when What's My Name came out, and that's what started the whole Drake fucking liking Rihanna shit. We saw that, we was like, oh, you see, it's good with them soft lips, looking at Rihanna like that. We said, yo, y'all doing something?
To be fair, Drake kind of ruined that. Drake has no one to blame.
Yeah, this man has fumbled a lot of women. Georgia Smith, he fumbled that.
Serena Williams
fumbled that. Like, damn, bro. And then you got a porn star pregnant. Like,
Nikki ?
Possibly Nikki.
Maybe.
Come on, man. You fumbled too much, bro.
There's one other girl I'm envisioning in my head, but I can't remember her fucking name for shit. Did he ruin a relationship in the making of this recent album, if I'm not mistaken? Didn't he like, I swear to God, there was like a story of essentially a female artist. He wanted a female artist on his album. He flew her out with his boyfriend, and then she sent the boyfriend back early. They smashed, and then he.
I know what you're talking about. I don't
remember the person's name.
They ended up getting divorced because Buddy found out that, like, that's the thing. You know, what goes around comes around. Like, I like Drake, but like a lot of the shit Drake was doing kind of to him getting who he got pregnant. Like, you can't be messing around with dudes, girls, and then think that shit is sweet. And like, I think he has something against
you. He really thinks he's gonna be faithful.
That's what played in the part for him getting that person.
Dog, do you know what Sophia Brousseau, how many people she was fucking? Drake got her pregnant.
Facts, but
she was fucking A$AP Rocky too. Like, that's the reason why he had to wait, because they didn't know if it was his kid or A$AP's kid. Like, that's the reason why they had to wait for the kid to come out.
That's depressing.
I don't know, man. Honestly, man.
Dog, she was fucking like 5 or 6 niggas apparently. So my thing is that, like, when Drake, every time Drake.
Let me ask you this: do you think it's let me not even ask.
Drake, I'm saying every time that Drake gets into a beef, he loves to bring women into it. So I'm saying that eventually, like, the shit's gonna catch up with you. What goes around comes around.
I mean, remember when he did bring up Pusha T's wife?
He brought up Pusha T's wife when he's never met her before. Drake has a bad habit of whenever he gets into a beef with someone, he just pops up with someone.
Kanye was going crazy when he like alluded
mentioned Kim. Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, at a certain point,
got a good habit of bringing up other people's significant other.
God works in crazy ways, man. You can't be doing certain shit and then, like, not expect to pay for it.
Is that God or yourself? Because I'd argue even an atheist would agree with the shit he's done.
That's karma.
Like, dog, this is undeniable scientific facts.
Is that why he hasn't found his wife?
No,
honestly, you just call it quits, bro. Just marry Sophie at this point.
This is the reason why he's a certified lover boy, and he's not.
Marry Sophie?
Dog, that's already the mother of your kid. At this point, I think you're saving face. Hopefully, she be like a great family.
No. What are you saying, Greg?
Marry a nice Canadian girl. Keep it private and do
That's
that.
what I like.
Yeah,
I like Greg. He needs to take your advice.
But dog, you already have my thing is, you already have a kid with this girl. That's the reason why I'm saying that. You already have a kid with women.
But bro, let's be real. That's not lowering his value. That don't matter.
It's
Like,
Drake.
It's not about his
It's
value,
Drake.
nigga. It's about like
I'm just saying, like, you know, he gonna be able to find somebody.
I'm saying from
But-
a corporate level, it's not a good
It
look for
doesn't
Drake
look- yeah.
to have multiple baby mama drama type shit. So you're better off just cutting your losses now. You can still be the certified lover boy, but eventually you're gonna hit 40, nigga. Like you might
Yeah.
as well just
Yeah,
have a
once
second-
bro,
Hopefully
what's
he
he's 32 already? Like, dog.
He's
come
like
on.
30. It's like 35 or 36. He's like 34 or 35 right now.
my dog,
Eventually, it's gonna get to a point where you got to give it up, bro. You got to put up the like.
My boy
Yeah,
trying
you're gonna
to-
be
my boy
40
trying to
and it's gonna
enjoy
be like,
his
this is
last
not-
4 or
this
5
is not
years,
good.
man. He's trying to enjoy them.
No, he can enjoy
What?
them, but I'm saying eventually, like,
That's what he
Yeah,
gonna
he's
do.
35.
Like you said, you're 100% correct. Eventually, he's gonna be like, you know what? It's time for me to settle. But do you think like that's who he's gonna settle with? You think that's?
I'm not saying I don't think that's who you're gonna be with, but if I'm saying if I'm him, that's what. At this point, it's kind of like
So fuck it. You don't.
It's
care?
not impossible. It's just
It's just
improbable.
from a corporate level, from a person from my values and morals. I'm saying that at this point, it's kind of over. Like Rihanna's already got a baby with A$AP Rocky. Like that was the one backup plan where it's like, oh, like I know if shit goes left, then like whatever. Unless he's trying to like get with Chloe Bailey or something like that. Like that's the only like.
Gosh, close.
That's
Yo,
disgusting.
So I can shut that shit down right away.
How old is she?
She's like 23.
She's like our age.
Yeah.
I didn't even. She was in Daddy's Little Girls. I never knew that.
Yeah, I didn't notice that either.
I don't know.
But you already got people talking about you grooming, and then you're gonna get with a young chick. Like, that's not a good look, my boy.
I mean, yeah, it's like
I
10
don't know,
years.
man. I just know.
I just want Take Care too.
Speaking of slander, our boy A$AP Rocky's also getting some slander.
From what?
People been bringing up that colorist shit and how he's not on Rihanna's level. You know what I mean? They were like, Rihanna should have got pregnant from that billionaire or some shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
that white billionaire? That
No.
white billionaire?
No, wasn't he?
No, he was something.
Middle East.
Middle
It's just-
Eastern, yeah.
Yeah.
Why do niggas hate on black love, bro? Stop tell them bitch ass niggas stop hating on black love.
Well, I
You
mean,
know, stop
A$AP
hating on
Rocky
black
did
love.
say that black women, like dark skinned black women, should be wearing like red lipstick and stuff like that.
Oh, but that's his opinion.
That's not a good opinion to have.
Just let him have his opinion. I don't
Yeah,
wanna talk
It's
about
not a
it.
good opinion,
Let him have
especially
it.
when your
He
baby
said
mama
it,
has,
He didn't say it, but he
especially
said
when your baby mama has a lipstick line that caters to all skin types.
Yeah. It's
And
not a
good
great
look.
look.
Niggas love bringing shit up, man. I can't stand y'all.
That's what resurface.
The internet is like a whole bunch of bitter ass ex girlfriends, man. Y'all niggas love bringing up old shit. Stop bringing that old shit up,
exactly.
dog.
But I mean, it's not like
Because-
Rihanna hasn't said anything bad either. Remember when she said that racist thing about Karuchi? Like,
No, what'd she say?
Yeah, that's
like,
why
also-
it's working.
she posted a rice cake of that had like hoop earrings on it. and I was like, wow, that's not a nice thing to say.
Yo, that's fucked up. That happened in 2020. Yo, the
is
Asian
that?
community will be on her ass. Oh my god.
I was looking for toilet paper in 2020, so I missed that part. But damn, I wish I saw that. What?
That's fucking hilarious. That's so racist.
But still, like I said, bro, you gotta remember. Like,
You want? I hate the fact that she's.
because
I hate.
it's like
Hmm.
you know, that shit reminds me of that Janet Jackson situation. I don't know if you heard about the documentary she did, where I guess she like said how one of her husbands ended up leaving her or cheating on her, and she was like, "I forgive him," and like you know, I forgive him and like everything he's okay, and everybody in her comments were like, "You can forgive him, love, but we don't." Like, but we love you still. I'm like, oh, so like their stands, Rihanna
Is
stands.
that our business? Is that our
It's
business?
really not. I'm gonna be honest though. Like, first off, it's Rihanna. I don't think there's a very limited pool of people who are roughly in her level. So it's like,
Or limited pool of men who are in her level too.
So it's like, I'm gonna be honest, like you might as well go actually date someone you actually fuck with instead of, I don't know. It's like ASAP Rocky seems like the play of like, oh, this is like happiness. It's a good amount of happiness. You're not exactly a bum, and you're actually doing things behind the scenes because he's like a creative director of like PacSun or something. It's not the biggest thing in the world. It's no fucking Fenty, but I mean, it's something that clearly demonstrates, hey, you're more than just a rapper, and you will have some sort of staying power outside of being a rapper. But it's like, like there's just not many people. Just not many people.
I don't care about the relationship. It's just the reaction to this whole thing that is funny.
I thought the jokes were funny.
They were funny.
That Manosphere joke was funny as hell, though. I ain't gonna lie. That tweet.
Wait, which one?
Sent, the one that classic meme of the dude.
Oh yeah.
Of the nerd.
Oh, Drake's nerd.
It had to be rolling for like an hour. That shit was so funny, bro.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I thought the jokes were funny about Rihanna being pregnant, but that's really it.
Fuck the Lakers.
Yeah, congrats to her. Congrats to her. Congrats to her and ASAP Rocky.
I hope they have a healthy child. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Because a lot of niggas will pray on their downfall.
Fashion killer.
One person that didn't get brought up is Travis Scott. Because remember, they had a little thing.
Rihanna and Travis Scott? I forgot about that.
That was such a long time ago. Jesus.
That was like 2015. And she was so secret about that shit. She would never let niggas public date Travis Scott. That's some embarrassing shit.
I would too. Like,
say that again.
Yeah, I'll say it with my chest, nigga. I would too.
But yeah, y'all want to move on to niggas being cold? How was winter in time? How was winter in Florida?
Luxurious. Fabulous.
You liked it.
I loved it, bro.
Yeah,
because
it's a nice
I just know when it hits summer, we're gonna be sweating. Like, it's gonna be bad, bro. It's gonna be like 90 degrees. The humidity is gonna be thick as stew. Like, it's gonna be bad. We needed this.
Yeah.
The one thing that I will say that I do miss from being back in Georgia is that, like, I forgot when it gets hot and like when it gets hot in the South, like when your fucking balls sticking to your leg and shit. I can't stand that, dog. Like, my back is sweating. Like, I'm running through fucking white beaters like it's nothing now because my back keeps sweating.
Remember when we had
you wear white beaters?
Of course, man.
Why?
You don't wear undershirts, nigga?
No.
You don't wear chemisettes? Come on, my boy.
No. No.
You're supposed to. That's what traps sweat you. What? Nigga, are you raised by black people?
Nigga, I just raw dog it.
No, you're not supposed to do that.
So wait, hold up. When you wear dress shirts, do you not wear a chemisette?
When I wear a dress shirt, yeah. That's about it. If I'm wearing like a regular t-shirt, like, no, I'm not gonna wear that.
Nigga, that's what traps sweat. So if you start sweating, your back's literally like a puddle. Like, that's what the chemisette is for. What are you doing? I'm gonna go. If you don't go to TJ Maxx and get your pair, get like 6 pairs of white beaters, it's like, what are you doing?
I need to go get some.
Like I said,
that's an underrated gift. That's an underrated Christmas gift. You can never go wrong with giving someone a pair of like some white beaters.
Underwear too.
Y'all remember how hot and disgusting it would get in August?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walking home from school.
Oh my god.
And you have the backpack on, and your back is sweaty, and like it's touching. Oh my god, bro. That's one thing I do not miss from school, bro. Is coming home with a sweaty back because your backpack has been on it for like 30 minutes because your mom's not picking up to give you a ride.
Like,
bro,
dog,
that fucking wet back sensation, and you sweating coming home, but your fucking back is drenched, bro.
It's a disgusting feeling.
Shit you bought from TJ Maxx is done.
Because it's like, dog, that, especially if you're wearing a good fit too, Cause you're knowing like good and damn well, like this shit's got to go in the wash after this. That's one thing about Florida. Living in Florida, like you gotta be doing laundry once a week. Yeah, like, you gotta be like once or twice a week.
Bro. No excuse.
Ain't no, you can't. Niggas be digging in the fucking hamper during the winter. You can do that because like you're not really sweating like that. But down south, no, in Florida, you cannot do that. As soon as that shit
draws, nasty nigga. You a nasty nigga if you're doing that down south.
Yeah, it's just bro. Like there's it's so much sweat that like you just can't do it. It's impossible.
Nigga, that's a UTI waiting to happen.
Did y'all enjoy your winter in Florida? 30 degrees one night. What the hell is going on?
Beautiful, bro. I was
gorgeous,
cozied up. I would go outside and I felt like I didn't have to take a shower when I had to go back inside. And that's another thing about Florida is you go to take out the trash and then you come back and you're like, damn, bro, I feel disgusting right now.
Dog, that's happened to me today. I went to take the trash out and I can't like there's like sweat like coming down my face. I'm like, God damn, bro. All I did was take the trash out.
You can't even go back into bed after that, bitch. Like, come on.
You can't.
Dog,
you can't.
I'm just not figuring out. I have dry skin. I didn't know this the entire time. It wasn't until this whole winter break we had. I was like, oh shit. Like I need to put lotion on my face. Like I need to put like more.
Yeah,
like more than usual.
That's winter. That's just winter.
Nah, but it's like
it's not you. It's not you. It's winter. Like
nah,
you actually have to moisturize extra when it's colder.
Nah, because like literally I was using like I stopped using bar soap on my face and I started using like a daily cleanser and I was like, oh shit, what the fuck is this? Like this thing works too well.
Well, I'm happy that you guys got to experience winter for the first time. The way Greg's talking, it seems like he's not going to be. The way Greg's talking, it seems like he's not going to be in Florida long. It seems like he's going to leave Florida.
Who knows? Who knows, but
hey man, they paying y'all in NorCal. I'm not saying what you're doing, but I'm saying they paying you well in North California.
Thinking about
it.
Dog, huh?
You're saying? No.
No, because I know a girl who's like who is a nurse out there. Bank.
Straight up.
It has something to do with like the hospitals being unionized over there or something. I don't know.
Yeah, they have unions. Like they have the strongest union in the U.S. So nurses get paid like I think they get paid like $150 to $160, something crazy. They get paid something ridiculous over there. Versus in Florida, like you're kind of you're like maxed out. In Florida, it depends what hospital you get and like how many years of experience you have. Because I know in Georgia, like there's no unionization and you get paid shit. So
damn, that's awful to hear.
Cali and New York are really the only two places if you make big money as a nurse, like you have to go those two places.
Let's move on.
Got to go to a blue state. Fucking tragic.
Greg hearing stories about the future, he's like, I ain't trying.
Move on.
You're not trying to spin around Skid Row real quick.
Jesus. Nigga put all my business out there.
What? I mean, damn. I put my heart out. I put my heart out for the pod.
Jesse did.
I know that's the problem. That's why I say let's move on.
All right,
man. Why y'all holding the pod back?
Y'all want to talk about Brian Flores, or is that too somber? Or we want to talk
who is that?
Tom or Brian Flores? Who do we want to start with? Tom Brady.
I want to let the Brian Flores thing get some steam behind it. Because I want to see it.
All right. So Tom Brady officially retired, and man, it feels so good. I'm so happy he's gone.
I'm seeing people talking about. I'm seeing people who were fans of the AFC teams saying that, like, man, I kind of feel sad now. Like, what? I'm like, what are you talking about? You feel sad? The boogeyman is gone. Like, what? What are you doing? Like, celebrate. This is the moment for celebration.
I was happy when he left the AFC. I was like, finally, man. Like, the fucking AFC East can breathe now, bro. Like, we couldn't. That's the problem. He played in that division. He was guaranteed like 5 wins a year. Like, you basically spotted him 5 wins. Because he was gonna sweep 2 of the teams and he was gonna lose to Miami in Miami. So like,
This must have been what it feels like when Jordan retired. This got to be what it feels like, honestly. This is gonna be the closest thing we ever feel like. Just a big ass relief. I don't even pay attention to football, but I know for a fact that whole East Coast breathed a sigh of relief. They were like, hot damn, we don't have to deal with this motherfucker no more.
The whole league. Not even that. The buddy went to the other division, other conference first one. He let them smack. He smacked, and his competition weren't like fucking flukes either. Like, he was playing good teams. He wasn't playing no jokes in his first year, and he smacked up the NFC. This guy's the GOAT. I just think he's the luckiest nigga of all time.
This guy had to go against Peyton Manning. Like, Peyton Manning, Ben Roethlisberger, Phillip Rivers. Like, these are some great quarterbacks.
Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan. Let's not say
that. 2016 Matt Ryan was going hard, though.
Yeah.
That MVP year, he was balling out, to be fair. He was. Go check the stats. He was balling out.
I'm not going to lie, though.
But my thing is that, like, Brady is possibly the luckiest quarterback of of NFL history. Literally, like, his luck was on full display during that Rams game. Tuck rule. His opponents just decide to stop playing. They just decide to unconnect the controller. That Falcons breakdown was literally not like that. Doesn't happen. Stuff like that doesn't happen for anybody, but it happens for Brady. Like the coin flip going his way against the Chiefs. The Seahawks don't run the ball on the 1 yard line when they have Russell and Marshawn Lynch. Like, come on, man. This guy's he's the GOAT, but he's also the luckiest quarterback of history, bro. Like, it seems like everything just goes his way. Like, he has a devil. Like, he does. Because it just doesn't make sense. He's the luckiest ever. But yeah, Tom Brady is done. He is the GOAT.
Oh,
unfortunately.
My favorite meme that the Colts Twitter page posted, where you remember that SpongeBob episode where, like, I think SpongeBob's leaving or something, and then Squidward's like, "Oh no, I'm so sad to see you go." Boo, 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 boo. And he celebrated, and he's like, "Boo!" Oh, that was.
SpongeBob is leaving. He's leaving. Oh man, but yeah.
Wow. So you guys aren't sad at all whatsoever
about Tom Brady leaving? No. The only thing I will say is that the Super Bowls that he's played in were always the best to watch for me as a casual and as someone that later became a fan of football. Because I remember like vividly watching that 2011 Super Bowl with him and the Giants. Like, it was a great game. With Patriots Seahawks, great game. Patriots and Falcons, amazing game. The Patriots and Rams was ass. Patriots Eagles, great game. And then the fucking the Bucks and Chiefs were ass, but like he's provided great Super Bowls. Both Super Bowls against the Giants were great games. Like, he's always given a great Super Bowl. So like that's the one thing I'll miss.
Thank God Eli and the Giants pulled through.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Thank you. I guess thank you, Brady, ? For the entertainment, but I'm ready for the next generation. Joe is gonna fucking take over.
Joe Shiesty.
Yeah, Joey Shiesty.
Dog, who is this? Is this guy that all that great? Because I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't watch football. I just remember seeing memes of this motherfucker at LSU, and now he's playing for Cincinnati. And in like his second or third year, he's already making like
first overall pick. So,
because I'm just like, dog, is he really that good? And like, I'm gonna watch it for the first time.
The man is on. And then once they get a good offensive line around him, they got weapons.
Over. Oh my god, that's literally. They have so much money too, bro. They have so much money. Like, I might fuck around and say like I might. Here, because if they can buy an offensive line, they have money, they have cap space. All they got to do is buy an offensive line, and they're straight. Like, the league is going to be in trouble. Like the AFC, we're going to get a repeat of the Chiefs and Bengals. Like, I think Josh Allen, all that clout Josh Allen just soaked up is all going to Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is like Super Boo. Like, just absorbed all of fucking Josh Allen's clout. All of it. But, yeah, that's enough from Brady. Where the fuck is this money floor trend coming from? Can we stop this shit?
Money what trend?
What's floor
The money on the floor spelling words and shit, or spelling phrases.
Oh, niggas just being fake rich.
Remember when Drake said that whole money phone thing, and a whole bunch of dudes it was Jay-Z, and a whole bunch of dudes got their boxer briefs in a bunch. Like, I don't get it, bro. I never get this culture about spreading money, the money phone. It's like,
hey, we're not going in on the money spread. That's a fucking South Florida Kodak thing.
The money spread is different. That is a different thing. We do not besmirch the money spread.
But spelling out things with your money, it's not pushing
That's
P.
it's not P to me. It's not P.
Yo, but you want to know what's also not P? Teeny Bopper is ruining it in like one fucking week.
People just ruin everything, man. We can't have shit anymore.
Can't have nice things, man. Can't have nice things.
Yeah, I really can't. But
It's ridiculous, man.
hey, I have a very important question for Zahir. Do you still feel like we're living in corporate hell because of Activision?
There was something new that happened?
No, I just want to get your opinion again, purely because we ran out of topics, and I just want to shitpost and call you a comment for no reason.
So, what I think about this whole thing, I feel like we're getting very close to being all digital soon. I think there was this tweet I saw about like the number of physical versus digital. And it was like 65% of the sale. 65% of the sales were all digital. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So Xbox is gonna keep buying up people. Like, it's gonna be like 90s Microsoft again. They're gonna keep buying as much as they can, and then they're gonna lock us out of basically everything. I don't know. I don't get why people are so happy that they bought one of the biggest publishers. And they keep trying to act like Sony was doing the same thing. Sony bought people who worked with them for like years. Like, they bought Insomniac, who made multiple
bangers
exclusives for them. Yeah, multiple exclusives for them. They only made one Xbox exclusive. They bought House
Sunset
Marquee.
Overdrive?
Yeah, Sunset Overdrive is an Xbox exclusive. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only exclusive they ever made for them.
Because, not gonna lie, 3 years from now, I'm really questioning how long Microsoft's gonna be the people's champ. You know, like they are right now. Because yeah, if you haven't noticed, I've been a shill for this company. I've been trying to get us sponsored to do Game Pass ads because, you know, I like them as a corporation as much as I can like a corporation.
But what happens when Phil Spencer leaves Microsoft? And then they put in some another CEO who people don't like. And then he's going to be like, you know what? COD is only a Game Pass exclusive. And Game Pass is now $20 a month.
What are you talking about? The big Phil will never leave. Well, at least I pray to God for Microsoft's sake.
He could get blipped tomorrow.
I don't know about that much.
Thanos could snap his fingers and Phil Spencer and it's gone.
My thing is that if that would have happened, it would have happened last generation. Because they were really having in-depth talks to be like, yo, why do we make consoles? Like they were really asking, like the investors were really on their ass, asking investors like, yo, why are we still making consoles? You niggas aren't even breaking even. Like, what is wrong with you? My kid has 3 PS4s and no Xboxes, and I own 90% of this company. What the fuck's going on here?
So what do you think? How the future of gaming looks?
TikTok said is the future of gaming. I didn't even look at it that way.
What?
Down pretty well.
Yeah, with that guy that Jesse
the TikTok you sent Jesse.
Oh yeah. Adam knows everything, or Adam says everything, or
Adam knows everything.
Yeah.
He broke it down pretty well.
Yeah, and I agree with his take. The only thing is that this is something that we won't really know in depth maybe 3 to 4 years from now, because it's going to be a year to acquisition. It's going to be probably another year or two after that acquisition. Then the companies will actually start moving and actually unveiling shit like after the purchase, because in this in-between period, we're not going to see much from Activision. Like, I hope everyone knows this. Like, we're not going to see much from these companies. Like,
and whatever the new people are trying to, like, Sony just bought Bungie, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Bungie makes one video game, bro.
Yeah, but they made Halo, so that one video game fucking works.
Bungie made one video game, and Activision has a whole bunch of studios and IPs. Like, this is not the same thing as acquiring a big publisher.
A lot of people were having a false correlation purely because of the timing, but yeah, no, they were bought for two totally different reasons. Like, two totally different reasons. This is more of an Insomniac acquisition than this isn't even like a Bethesda. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, there's no one else to really buy. The only developer I really see someone buying, like, soon, within a year or two, is, like, I don't know, like, fucking Devolver. People are estimating Epic, but I'm just like, no, I don't think you're not gonna get that shit out of China, my nigga. Like, you're just not. You're not gonna outbuy Tencent. So I just doubt that. And then it's like, like, there aren't EA is like EA. That's a big one that you could buy. But
people are saying that Sony should buy Square Enix or Capcom.
It's funny how they haven't bought Square Enix yet. You would think because of the proximity that this is one of the companies they would just buy, but guess not.
My dark horse, Ubisoft.
I'm good. They can keep Ubisoft can keep their shit. I don't want anyone to pay Ubisoft.
They could buy Ubisoft and I would not care.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna be honest,
Assassin's
man.
Creed. Oh,
I like Ubisoft. I think Ubisoft is one of the best. I think Ubisoft is probably one of the most consistent companies in gaming. Cause yeah, they may not
bad.
I mean, I think they're consistently good to all right.
Consistently mid, if anything. I wouldn't say good.
I mean, I compare. Okay, like, yeah, like, I don't know. It's like when you look at these other companies, I just feel that, like, they're not the worst. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's because of irrational liking. I can admit that it may just be an irrational bias, but I like Ubisoft. I feel like they get a little too much hate.
GTA 6 was announced after. What year are we in?
2022. Nigga, I'm about to be 30 when that shit drop. I'm gonna have 2 mortgages.
Oh, seriously, we probably will be 30 by the time that shit drops.
Yeah, we probably will. Like, nigga, I'll be playing with my son.
You're exaggerating, man. That shit coming out like late 2024.
I mean, we don't know. We said development is underway, but we don't know. They might run into a problem or something.
But it's the thing is, like, I agree with you, but it's Rockstar. Usually when Rockstar announces, it's been in the works like for a good amount of time. Like when they announced Red Dead, wasn't Red Dead done? When they announced Red Dead Redemption 2, Red Dead Redemption 2 was done.
I can't remember.
I want to say yes.
But do you remember when they announced GTA 5? I felt like it was like GTA 5. They announced it and it was like, it's coming out. Like, they announced GTA 5 and it's coming out in like 6 months.
That's how developers should do it. Finish, like, have the game almost done, then announce it, and then have it come out. These developers always tease stuff, and then we have to wait. We have to wait like 3 years because you teased the trailer like 4 years ago, and then it's like just work on it and then release it.
I wouldn't say always, because there are some times where the waits, I wouldn't say been worth it, but it's been a fun. I don't know. For me, it's like the wait can also be an enjoyable thing in a very weird way. I know it sounds weird and stupid. Like, why would I enjoy waiting? But like, for me personally, it feels like, oh, like this is. I don't know.
No, the wait is the worst because then people get their expectations too high.
That's the problem.
Once they play the game, they're like, "Oh, this is not what I thought it was gonna be. I'm like, you got your expectation. It happens every year. A big title comes out.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, so it was Cyberpunk last. A big title comes out, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, it's gonna do this, it's gonna do that, it's gonna push gaming," and then it comes out, and they're like, "What the fuck? This is not what I thought it was gonna be."
You know, the next gen's versions of that game still hasn't dropped. Niggas are still playing.
They said they're working on it. They said it was supposed to come out soon, I guess.
Dog, I like CD Projekt Red, but I'm not gonna lie. That's one company that, like, low key, if they're up for sales, it's going to be a fucking bidding war. Because I feel like they're a competent company.
Red? For them, it would be a bidding war?
I think so. They made The Witcher. Yeah, they made The Witcher and like Cyberpunk. What more do you need?
Who cares? They only made 2 games.
So?
And then the second one, well, I mean, not 2 games, but
how many games has Square Enix put out like that? Like,
a lot more.
They put out like Enix 15, huh?
At least Square Enix has like years of.
They have history, yeah.
Yeah, they have history. But CD Projekt Red like blew their load on Cyberpunk 2077.
I mean, the thing is that like the way their company's kind of set up. I don't mean to sound like a shill. I don't mean to sound like a shill, but it's like the way they they focus on like one big project at a time. They're not like a studio that like has a lot of projects going on at the same time, and it bit them in the ass.
I doubt the Polish government's gonna let that happen.
They're Polish?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew they were European, but I didn't know they were specifically Polish.
I doubt the Polish government's gonna let that happen. Just like everybody's talking about Microsoft should go buy Sega or something. Like the Japanese government's just not gonna let an American company just come out and buy one of their biggest video game companies. Like,
the Japanese companies, they gotta fucking do shit, man. They gotta like relax when it comes to this. Did y'all hear about the YouTube channel that makes like that posted Nintendo music, and they took like 30,500 videos down in one day?
And it's bro. Here's the thing: why can't you just put the music on Spotify? Just put the music on streaming services, bro. Like, damn.
And that was the worst part about it. They didn't even have to do that. All they had to do was claim it. All they had to do was at least just claim monetization, and it would have been all right.
Yeah,
like they took them. Why would you take them down? Just claim monetization.
Nah. You wanna know what the fucked up thing is? I was watching a Moist Critical video today on that topic, and literally, apparently, it's not even Nintendo. It's some random person posing as Nintendo. I was watching Charlie before this podcast on it. Like, it's fucking wild. Because normally when Nintendo claims someone, they won't just put Nintendo. They'll have like Nintendo of North America, Nintendo LLC, something a little bit longer than just Nintendo or wherever the branch it's coming from. You get what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
The person who claimed it just put Nintendo.
Oh, so it's some fucking point Dexter. Like, oh, you shouldn't be stealing music. Yo,
I don't know about that far, but it's definitely not Nintendo directly. So, yeah.
That's interesting.
I can't stand niggas that fucking shill for these big ass companies.
If that's actually true, like, what? You have that much time on your hand?
I'm talking about niggas is jobless. Niggas is jobless. Like, what are you talking about?
Bro, here's the thing. Sega does this. They put out their most iconic soundtracks on streaming services. It's like, why can't Nintendo just do this? Your fans would buy literal vinyls of your stuff.
Dog.
They'll buy every single piece of vinyl, CD, cassettes. If you just put it out there.
No, Greg, because if you want to hear that music, you need to pull out your old Game Boy Color and listen to it through the shitty ass speakers.
Yeah, connect it to the aux.
I have to go to the settings and then go to music player and then listen to
exactly.
Damn right.
But like, I'm gonna be honest, a lot of Japanese companies like are honestly allergic to making fucking money. Like, you see it in a lot of their industries, like they're just allergic to making money. They're not fucking capitalists enough. Like, the anime industry should be way bigger than what it is right now. Like, they just ignore the West. They
don't
really
get me started on that totally not Mark shit. That shit's disgusting. The shit that he had to go through.
Like it's
Fucking sick.
What
like,
happened
it's
with Toby
honestly
Not
crazy.
Mark?
He got copyright claimed like by
So like
Toei.
hell, bro. He got copyright claimed to hell by Toei. He said it started with like one video. He was like, okay, then it
Oh yeah, I
and
remember
it
this.
was 3, and then it got all the way up to like
150.
300 and one. Yeah, 150 and one day.
Toei does not play.
No, but like then
I know that
then
nigga was
YouTube had-
sick, bro.
YouTube had to step in and they were just like, yo, like we're defending him.
That nigga
Which
was
is-
sick, bro. My
I would-
God, before
that's your-
Christmas.
That's your
literally
entire
his
channel.
entire life. Yeah.
And he got COVID, I think.
Ooh.
So I'm just like, yeah, that nigga was going through it.
I would go through a bit. If we all had like 1 million subscribers, and then one day we just wake up and it's all gone because somebody copyrighted our shit, we would be sick. Like,
Dog, I'm taking
like,
dog,
what? All that work for nothing.
I'm
And then
starting
it's all gone.
I'm starting our morning off with a fucking shot of Henny to the fucking head. My nigga, like I'm gonna
Dog,
be
I'm not
sick.
waking up. I'm not waking up. I'm one of those niggas when I get sad about some shit, I stay in bed, bro. Like I'm not getting out of my bed. I'm going straight. If I'm not in the mood to fucking solve that, like I'm going straight back to sleep. I'm not trying to solve this right now. I'll wake up and solve it.
But that's how I'd be. Like, I get pissed. I just like, all right, I gotta go to sleep, man. If I'm mad, I'm like, I need to go to sleep. I need to think on a clear head.
Dog, that shit is. I'm not gonna lie, because like it's really scary. Because especially as like up and coming content creators, it's like, damn, my nigga, like, damn, we like that. That's a possibility for us. It's not likely, but it's a possibility, and it's
They
really
copyrighted claims that they had copyrighted videos that damn near anything. It was just him drawing, and they copyright claimed it. They're gonna copyright claim of your characters. Like, are you serious?
But remember when Nintendo used to copyright gameplay
gaming
footage?
videos. Yeah, it wasn't until
No, and they have to pay for that.
2014.
They have to
No,
pay
but-
for that. That's the reason why nobody fucked with the Wii U. Like, they shot themselves in the foot when they. Or I don't know if you're allowed to say that on YouTube. They shot themselves in the foot when they did that.
Or when
Because
they
it's
didn't
like-
want to let, or when they did, or when they didn't want to let Smash Melee at Evo. It's like, what's the point? The game's old. Like, what do you gain from that?
Nothing.
Like,
Dog.
you gain nothing from that. Like, your fans just want to play Smash competitively, and
And you want?
We don't want it to be seen as a competitive game. That was their reason. They
Yeah,
like,
Nintendo.
we
Nintendo
want
was
it to be
giving out
seen as a
fucking.
party game.
Nintendo was giving out fucking. They hosted their own tournament. They're out here giving doubloons the same week as like Ludwig's tournament, and I was just like, oh wow, Nintendo E-Bucks, wow, for placing
They're-
fucking 8th. Wow, that's
They're
amazing.
literally gonna give you a backpack if you went first. If you got first place, they gave you a backpack. Yo, Nintendo don't give a fuck, bro. I
Nintendo
kind of wish
suck
that
me
their
dry.
fan base. I wish their fan base had some fucking teeth though, because that shit gets me so upset. Because they just. I feel like when Xbox did their fuck shit, everybody stood up and were like, "Yo, we're not." But
that's the
Nintendo
difference
fans,
between-
they just let themselves get stepped over.
Yeah,
That's
you wanna
the
know-
difference between Xbox and PlayStation fans and Nintendo fans. Because when Sony came out and said, "All right, the PS3 is going to be $700," everybody's like, "What? Nah,
I ain't
we're not
buying
going
this
to.
shit.
We're going to go to Xbox. Xbox fucks up. We went to PlayStation. Like, Nintendo fans just they have no balls. Like, the Switch should be a lot better than what it was. And if just Nintendo fans would actually step up and be like, no, we're not going to take this. This online service isn't great. Like, we're not going to buy this. But now the Switch has 100 million fucking devices sold. So
The Switch isn't a bad console, but it's like, dog, I swear to God, like, it could. You're 100% right. It could be better, but like, like Nintendo is just like they give. You want to know what the sad part is? Nintendo fans are actually some of the most vicious I've seen, because unlike a lot of these other companies, they'll do the cyber sleuthing and like find your fucking social on the internet. Like, they will go that level of petty if you fuck with them enough.
And
Like, they are some of the most vicious niggas when it comes to defending, but they will not go on the offensive for shit. I think they like getting fucked. They like it.
Bro,
It's a
it's so
kink.
funny that a company that's supposed to be family friendly has a fan base like this.
Yeah, like getting slutted out.
That's my thing. Nintendo. I always thought their fan base was very. The niggas that love Nintendo, like.
Dog, it's the equivalent. It's the equivalent like a Disney adult. If you're really cock riding,
you're right.
if you're really okay, I'm gonna be honest. Like, right, if you love Nintendo as an adult, I feel like that's an equal red flag as saying like, oh, I love Disney as an adult. I'm being so honest, my nigga. You loved Cinderella that fucking much. You love Sleeping Beauty that fucking much. Like, nigga, I like Moana. You niggas will fucking suck her toes off. Like, Jesus Christ. And it's just like, dog, it's kind of scary.
There's nothing wrong with liking Nintendo. It's just the lengths.
No. It's the fact that they love it. Like it's the fact that the company can do no wrong. They just take whatever. They just take whatever fucking drops of cum on the floor. Like, that's the thing I don't like about Nintendo.
There's levels to this shit. Like, I think it's one thing when you have like blush of Pikachu, but when you have a whole fucking shelf dedicated to that shit, that's when I start looking at you a little sideways. When you got a
yeah, like when your
Little
wall
plush.
is covered in like Nintendo posters and shit. Just like, are you
yeah,
okay?
like,
Do you?
Can we please, like Nintendo fans, can you please stop with the Switch Pro thing? Every fucking month, there's this new thing. Oh, we're gonna get a Switch Pro. We're gonna get a Switch Pro. It's like, stop, man. We're not gonna get.
Y'all niggas are playing games that look like they're on the. That Legends of Arceus shit looks like it belongs, bro. Like,
But I will
y'all
say,
niggas don't deserve anything good. You don't.
But
every month is something about this Switch Pro. Like, stop.
They don't, bro. Since when do they care about graphics? Y'all don't. Like, the Wii was on 360p while everyone else was upgrading to HD. Like, y'all don't care about graphics, bro, dog. Stop pretending. Oh, Legends of Arceus looks so good. That shit looks like a fucking GameCube game, dog. Y'all don't know. When it comes to graphical shit, I'm sorry. Nintendo fans fucking annoy me. Because like, they'll have some teeth and they'll go at Nintendo on Twitter when they don't get some shit announced that they don't like. Or it's like, y'all didn't announce Breath of the Wild 2. But like, if Nintendo puts some bullshit out, some fucking shovelware, they'll still buy it. Why the fuck are y'all niggas still buying this shit?
Remember Smash?
That's parents though. That's the thing. Because remember, you were talking about how that one Pokemon game you bought, Brilliant Diamond and Pearl, wasn't a good game. That game sold like 14 million copies. 14 million copies, bro. Like, what are you gonna do?
Disgusting.
Like, Nintendo has people's nostalgia and childhood like in a vice lock.
Honestly, I'm kind of at the point where it's like, I know it's wrong to be emulating games that just come out, but the fact that Metroid Prime can be played at 60 FPS on a fucking PC when the game literally came out like a week before and people all were already emulating it, it's like,
oh, Metroid Dread, yeah,
or Metroid Dread, whatever. But honestly, I'm kind of at the point where it's like, I'm not totally against niggas doing it. I had a problem with it because I said, like, we gotta draw somewhere. I felt we had to draw boundaries somewhere because this game just came out, dog. Like, I don't think it's right to be emulating this shit already.
I take that stance, like, especially for a franchise like Metroid, who only gets like a release every couple of years. I say support the game first and then emulate.
Yeah, how the fuck could you not emulate Diamond and Pearl, but you can emulate that so damn easily?
No, they did. Bro, they did.
Oh, okay,
niggas are already doing people were doing randomizers day one.
Okay,
like,
thank God. Okay.
Nintendo does all these things for like anti-piracy just for this shit to be the easiest to pirate. Like, that's the funniest part.
If there's a will, there's a way, my boy. If there's a will, there's a way.
I be seeing people play that shit on their fucking PC. They be doing random shit. How the fuck think I have a Torchic in the beginning of the game? And he's like, oh, we were playing on a randomizer. I'm like, already? The game just came out. Like,
my nigga, you want to know what I would do? I would have a Switch on in the background and be like, yeah, I totally bought this, but you know, I just got this for the randomizer. I got it for the randomizer. Yeah. And just have a Switch in the background. And be like, oh, it's there.
The only thing I will say is that file sharing isn't as rampant as it is for other emulators. But my thing is, I just have so many problems with Nintendo in terms of all gaming companies. They're the ones I have the biggest bone to pick with, because all the shit they do, they just be doing extra shit for no reason. Like, I don't even think I don't know if it's a Nintendo of Japan or a Nintendo of America thing, but like
No,
they
Japan.
just don't listen to their audience at all. They don't.
That's
They're
what
very
I was
Japanese
saying.
company.
When you guys had said Sony needs a flop, I'm like, why would Sony need a flop? It's Nintendo who needs a flop. Because like Nintendo needs to be humbled. And remember, like things can go south for you real quick.
It's like they already forgot the Wii U.
Listen to what they want.
Like the Switch came out, they already forgot about the Wii U. Like the first 3 years of the Switch, I would say were pretty good. Nintendo was like, oh, okay, we fuck up sometimes, but they're overall pretty good. Now it's getting to a point where it's like, yo, my nigga, like you're actually feeding me slop.
That Nintendo Online shit was disgusting.
But but I will say with Arceus, it's actually good. Like I feel like it's in terms of graphics, yeah, it looks like dog shit. Well, not dog shit. It looks like it could be better. But Arceus is actually fun. And I feel like a lot of people can't say that. Especially about a lot of
I don't put that on Game Freak. I put that on like Game Freak is only doing the best of what the tech they're given. I mean, so that's more so on Nintendo than Game Freak.
They've always put gameplay over graphics, so it's not like they've ever been cutting edge with graphics. I mean, maybe for like the 64, but they've always put gameplay over graphics. That's what we know about Nintendo.
Yeah, but the problem is that like it's kind of maxing out past a certain point. Like it's kind of maxing out. Like I don't need it to do super crazy, but like can it look like it's a 10? Like can it look like it's actually 1080 and it's not like fucking upscaled? Like I know it actually is, but
playing the Switch, I think playing the Switch in handheld, you're at 640.
Yeah.
Let me check because it's something ridiculously small.
Like handheld, I'm not mad, but like handheld, I'm not mad at. But like dog, like when you upscale it, it just doesn't look that good.
No, I'm mad at it. There's no reason that cheap ass emulation machines should be doing 1080 in your.
I just say that there shouldn't be frame rate issues. I can understand when you're playing handheld mode and it's in 720p. I get that. Like there's not much you can do there. But if there's frame rate issues and the game's chugging on like 15, 20 frames per second, I can't do that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
30's got to be the base minimum that we can do.
It's literally unplayable.
Into the 20s, it's like, no, come on, bro.
Game development recently has kind of been just fucked. Like, Jesus.
It's 900. Breath of the Wild plays at 900p docked. Like, what the fuck are we doing, dog? What the fuck are we doing?
That's why you gotta emulate.
This console came out in 2017.
Emulate
but
1080, 60.
Hey, Apex Legends Season 12 is gonna drop soon, so I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. I'm gonna be on Apex.
Nigga, I'm not gonna have any time to play any.
Nigga, you barely got time for us.
Yeah, like after this, I'm probably gonna go to sleep and then wake up at 7 o'clock. Like this shit's a trap, dog. Growing up is a trap. Honestly,
yeah, kids, stay young.
I wish I just invested in Bitcoin in 2012.
So many niggas say that, but it's like, dog, you know how hard it was to buy Bitcoin?
What were you gonna do? Trade in your copy of fucking GTA 4 or something and take that money and buy Bitcoin with it?
Like, ain't no 12-year-old making long-term plays with their life, nigga. Fuck out of here. Nigga, you just tell a 12-year-old to go invest in their future. They're gonna burn that shit in 2 fucking weeks. Okay? You probably would have bought a Hot Pocket with that shit. You probably
I don't even eat Hot Pockets. No fucking disrespect me.
I used to eat Hot Pockets, and then one day I just wake up and I'm like, what the hell? What am I eating?
I never had one.
Like that happened. That used to happen a lot to me. Me and my brother would fall in love with like toaster strudels, and then one day we just wake up, we're like, ew, why were you eating toaster?
Yeah.
That's what happened with me with Cinnamon Toast, because that was the only cereal we would buy for like 4 years straight, and like now I can't even eat it.
You actually
I can't even eat it.
Frosted
Yeah.
They
Flakes for
love
me.
it, but I can't even eat it, bro. Like I literally see Cinnamon Toast. Ugh. Like I know it's a great cereal, but we'll see that on the cereal tier list if that ever comes out. But it's it's a great cereal, but it's one of those cereals I can't have it anymore. It's like I've had it so much as a kid where just every time I taste it, I gag a little bit. I'm like, ugh.
Now that I'm older, like I don't even eat cereal anymore.
Yeah,
I
same.
only eat cereal if I have to like get out the door quick.
Not
I just get a banana.
I'll eat some. I'll eat some yogurt, probably like Greek yogurt and stuff. But
Oh, this thing eating Yoplait, sick.
Yeah,
not
Nick, what's
yogurt.
wrong
I'm not
with
a
you?
mall.
Eating
Not a
Chobani.
Yeah.
Chobani, yeah. That
Yeah.
Chobani go hard, though. I ain't gonna lie.
What you got? What you got against yogurt, my nigga? What you got against with dairy?
Greek
You guys disgusting. Dairy? Could never. I'm a vegan.
Yeah, yet this man is asking
Eating
for
cereal.
a Haitian queen.
Mm.
Listen, man. I need Haitian food stat, bro. I'm fucking dying over here.
Yeah, you're gonna have to learn how to cook, my boy.
That boy's
Yeah,
No,
no.
I'm going to.
You're gonna have to
Boys
break
want
some
to
gender
evolve.
norms real quick. You finna have to help your
Boys
mom
want to
Thanksgiving
evolve.
next year. Right? You're gonna have to.
Oh, never that. Never that. Listen, I'm all for breaking gender norms until we get to that. That's what I'm like, gender norms are great.
Nigga said, "Let me sit on my ass and watch
Yeah,
football."
niggas love gender norms until it's time to sacrifice your. That's when you're like, ah! You sure you don't want to go check who's downstairs? Who's fucking rummaging down?
But shit. Everybody talking about, how they love gender norms, how they want to break away from gender norms, and then all of a sudden, us men have to still adhere to all the gender norms that we that we get placed under. But
Yeah, a lot of these little city girls think we're fucking wallets.
let's not get into that. I don't want to get into that manosphere fresh and fit shit.
Oh yeah, true. We've been at it for like damn near like 2 hours, so oof, not trying to add this shit on.
Yeah, that's how you get fucked up. End up on a compilation like Joe Rogan.
Yeah, that's how you get rogued.
I saw that shit. Scotty Beam had put that on Twitter. I'm not the biggest fan of Scotty Beam.
I don't know who she is.
She used to be on Joe Budden's, like one of Joe Budden's shows, and I'm not the biggest fan of her. I feel like she's kind of a shit lib, but like that's because I have things against like Twitter shit libs, and I feel like she's shit libby. So yeah, she had posted it, and when I saw she posted it, I know like she's one of those people on Twitter where like always I'm not gonna go in on. There's no reason to Scotty Beam. She's allowed to fucking tweet what she wants. But when I saw that she tweeted, like, Joe's in trouble. Joe might be in trouble here. We didn't go over
Is
the black
he?
creators. That was the thing we didn't do.
Oh fuck,
I can't even think of any right now.
I had a
Yeah,
list,
same.
actually. I had a
Fuck,
list. I made a list.
nigga, this is my idea and I didn't come prepared. I'm gonna be honest.
It's Black History Month. I had to come correct.
Can we do this? Can we push this off to the beginning of next episode,
We can.
or do a dedicated vid?
What
I had
social
10.
experiments y'all boys want to run?
Just resurrect Sigmund Freud so he can just scroll through TikTok all day.
Bro, I want to create a machine where it's called a race switcher. Like, you have to live as a different race. You live as a different race for like a week, and you see
Bro,
how their experience is.
I'm gonna be Asian, man. I'm gonna be Kevin Nguyen driving a Lexus.
You're gonna be Samuel
RCF, man.
the nigga from Shang-Chi.
You know what?
I can't remember his
My
name.
thing. How do you think people would react to being a different race for a day? How do you think
Oh,
it would
niggas would
go
cry.
down?
I need a week, bro. I can't do it for a day.
It's gotta
I
be a
know
week.
people say it's gotta be a week. I think a week is a good time frame. I think that would be a really good amount of time to really understand it and really feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, some
But-
niggas would definitely fold. They're gonna some niggas gonna outright just gonna want to Kurt Cobain themselves. Not gonna lie. Like,
you know what the funny thing is? Like, so you put 2 people in the fucking machine. Like, I'm not going back. When you put 2 different people, you put 2 different people in the machines to switch races and what is time? I'm not going back. Like, why would I go back? This is amazing.
Like, no, you gotta drag the person.
Yeah.
Like, no.
dog, imagine.
No.
Dog,
I
imagine.
love being black.
Imagine you take a liberal and then you switch him out with a fucking Klans member, a black liberal, and then you switch him out with a fucking white Klans member. Yo, that would be a fucking movie right there.
Uncle Ruckus all day, but
Dog, we need that, bro. We need someone like a regular black person and then a white person switching. And then, dog, I literally can see it in my head, like a whole skit, where it's like the black person's the white person's now, and he has to change. He goes,
Fred, it's me.
Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up, nigga? And then you realize the white body. They're like, what you just say?
what are you saying?
Meanwhile, it's in the office environment. Fucking HR looking at him like,
Yeah,
hey,
like-
yo.
Yeah, like everybody's just looking at him like, did I just hear what I just
The
heard?
whole office just paused.
No, but like I could just imagine it. The dude wakes up or the lady wakes up and then they walk into the living room or something, and then their spouse is there and they're like, who the fuck are you?
Yo,
imagine a racist husband is like, why the hell is there a goddamn
Damn.
and be like, why? What is this contraption on my head? And it's a fucking
why
silky.
is there a killer in my house?
Bro, white people adjusting to the silky and bonnet would be the fucking funniest thing ever. God.
Why the fuck I gotta put in 30 products? Why can't I just wash my hair like normal folk? Black hair alone would be fucking hilarious.
They look at a do-rag and be like, what kind of pantyhose is this?
Hey, yo.
There's no leg holes. Am I supposed to just tie this?
Am I supposed to tie this thing in my
You'd be
jib?
like, Karen, where's the salt? All I see is this adobo crap. What is a sessoon? What the fuck is a sessoon?
Bro, and Emily's typing right now. She's like, oh my gosh, I did not expect that fried chicken was this good. Oh my god. Wow, I didn't know you had to season your food this much.
You'd be like,
Bro,
wow.
That's the social experience.
This macaroni and cheese is bussin'. For real, for real.
Busting.
Busting.
Man,
But yeah, I would definitely, like, if I could create a social, it would be to have 2 people switch races for a week.
mine would be for a whole week, every single source of corn. You guys know what I mean, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Sexual adult films would be erased from the world. Like DVDs and VHSs turn into videos of trains, pictures like Playboy and stuff like that. It's just pictures of trees and birds. And then every OnlyFans, every X videos is gone for a whole week.
Why are you
Bro,
trying
the
to
world
bankrupt the
will not
economy?
Yeah. Bro, that would start a purge. That would start a purge. Niggas like,
and you can't upload.
Yo, TikTok
The
live gonna
last-
go crazy.
bro,
If
the
you upload, it
most.
just turns into a nature documentary.
To be honest, the most dangerous thing in the world is a nigga with a dick. Like that's possibly, like, that's possibly one of the worst things, the most dangerous things on earth. Just any dude with a hard P not thinking clearly. Like that, like when you're on that type of level and that type of mode, like you will do some dumb shit.
Dude, bro, imagine Twitter that day.
Oh, yo, my backup account finna be fucking abysmal.
Imagine Twitter that day, and everybody's like, is anybody going through the same thing I'm going through right now?
Niggas going through hub withdrawals wild. That's gonna be
Bro.
a wild thing to see.
It's gonna
People
be like,
really see if they're addicted or not. Like
yeah,
you will find out if you're addicted.
You will see people who are addicted. There's gonna be like Twitter people. I can imagine all the sex workers are like, what happened to my career? In one day, everything is gone.
Yo, them JC Penney catalogs gonna be brought out of the closet. They finna go right to the bra section. Niggas are gonna go crazy. Yo, niggas gonna pull out the National Geographics.
You're gonna be like, looking through the drawers like, oh my god. It's 4:00 in the morning, and
Yo, niggas finna be going through the National Geographic and be like, the big-breasted woman of Zamunda.
Bro, like, honestly, like, I can see the positive aspects and negative aspects. Because I think there would be a lot you up texts. Like, niggas just be sending, like, 200 texts. Like I said, bro, like, a nigga with the dick is a dangerous thing, man.
Bro,
very dangerous thing.
At least one place is gonna have a riot. One place is gonna have a riot. It's gonna be one city in America, and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh boy, something's wrong. Something is wrong."
The devil's afoot. But if I had to run one, I'd probably take the average Twitch mod and just observe their real lives. I feel like Twitch mods aren't real people. Like, I swear.
I was gonna say Reddit mods.
We already saw that.
How are we not talking about that?
How did we not talk about that?
The war on working.
Oh my gosh.
No, we did talk about that. We talked about that last episode.
No, we didn't mention it. We didn't mention it.
Are you sure?
We made a joke about Ben Simmons, but that was like no one would know because we had said, "Oh, look at the group chat," and then you saw the.
Nah, because like I swear on God, we had like a few minutes. I don't know.
Nah, we didn't.
My memory shitty.
I'll tell you this thing though. This shows you that us left-leaning people do not know how to market at all. Do not know how to do branding at all. First of all, it shouldn't have been called anti-work. It should have been work reform.
Yeah.
Instead, because once you say anti-work, people are like, "Y'all don't want to work? Like what? You're lazy." And then once you have to explain the movement, it's already dead. Like you should look at the name and understand what the movement's about before anything. I don't know why they called it anti-work. And then the fact that they this random mod goes on by themselves, doesn't even fix their hair, not even good lighting, and then they're
looks like a piece
on
of shit.
behalf of the whole entire community.
Buddy came on looking so fucked up. Buddy came on looking like a fucking Reddit, like a Reddit or Twitch mod. It just looks so bad.
Now, if you say you go on Reddit, like people are gonna be like, "Oh, that's what you do." Like,
but that's the funny thing. I feel like Reddit people, they hate mods. They all hate Reddit mods.
They do. Every time I go on our NFL, right? The NFL subreddit, and everybody just talks shit about the mods.
I don't know. I feel like that's actually the sign of a good subreddit, low key. It's like if you find people slandering the mods, it's either way too gone or like it's in that sweet spot. Because if mods aren't getting slandered on a daily basis, not.
But like Reddit mods go on power trips though.
Yeah, because they swear they're fucking God.
Just like we just saw with the anti-work. They were like banning a lot of people who were talking about it on the subreddit. And then they closed down the subreddit for like a day. They went private. But they were banning a lot of people. They were deleting a lot of comments. And it was just like a shit show.
That's part of the reason why I fuck with the Wall Street Bets subreddit. Because they just kind of let anything go. Anything goes. I think the only thing they really like... The only thing they crack down on is race. They don't really like anything else. Like anything goes.
Dog, like I can't put faith in fucking Wall Street Bets purely because, my nigga, like there are people who can lose thousands of dollars in a blink of an eye and be fine with it. They're not normal people. Like they're not aspirational people in any fucking way, sense, or form. If this is your hero, they will lead you to fucking ruin. Okay? I want you to know this. Your pocket will be hurting, my nigga. You will want to refinance your fucking home. You're gonna take a lien on your fucking home just for a risky ass option that niggas are just niggas are just going wild against.
It's That's how I feel about the whole NFT shit, man. I'm like, this is.
Oh, nigga, like 95% of NFTs are not worth keeping long term past a
Why
year.
is this a thing? And
No,
why
NFT
are companies
Did
starting?
y'all
to
see the thing I put in the group chat?
Oh, what?
The video of academics girls.
Oh yeah.
Wait, the video academics doing what?
It's in the group chat. I put it in the group chat. A shit. And then you tell them no.
NFTs are like, here's the thing, dog. NFTs are the future. They're just fucking primitive. A lot of the infrastructure is not fucking built for NFTs to be a real fucking thing. And that's the thing a lot of people need to get. I'll be honest, you're perfectly fine not investing in this shit right now. And that's something a lot of niggas won't say. Like, you're fine not investing into this shit. You're actually better off investing in regular crypto. There's other ways to get your money up.
But now celebrities are all over this.
That's because they're getting sponsored. Nigga, they're getting sponsored for Gwyneth Paltrow
TMZ,
has a fucking
TMZ, where's that
8.
story? Why didn't TMZ report that Kim Kardashian is getting sued by people because she's scamming people from NFTs? Why didn't they talk about that, TMZ?
Because they're sucking on her fucking pussy lips. That's why, goddammit. Like, Jesus Christ. They got her fucking glizzy all the way down her throat. Like, TMZ might as well be renamed to the Kim Kardashian Network.
I mean, at least we know Kanye don't fuck with NFTs.
Yeah.
That's
He only deals in the real world.
Yo, I bet you 2 years from now he's gonna make an NFT and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my god, you betrayed my trust." Nigga said for now. It's something you can't ignore.
I've never seen so much greed. Like, everyone's hopping onto this trend. That's the thing. That's what makes me realize, like, okay, is this shit like really long term, or this is just something everyone's?
No, it's a quick play. It's a quick play. It's a quick play.
And it's so, imagine being so fucking greedy. Like, big ass companies are doing NFTs that don't.
Ice Poseidon.
Big ass companies, yeah. Oh, Ice Poseidon fucking stole $400,000 from doing an NFT. And when he got confronted and he said, "Are you gonna?" Nah, probably not. Horrible, dude. And he said it straight up. Really quick. Y'all know Ice Poseidon Palm Beach, right?
What?
No, I didn't know that. I did not know that.
I didn't know that either. I think apparently he went to like Wellington High or something.
Really?
Yes. Like, I did not know that. He's from South Florida. He's from our area. Or I don't know what area. Never mind. But he's from South Florida.
Wow. That's interesting.
I don't know if he went to Wellington High for sure, but I know that because there's like clips of him in City, like doing live, like on Twitch. Like, he's from our area.
Damn,
Never knew that.
$500,000 pump and dump. Jesus.
He gave some of it back, but he was just like, "Nah, I'm keeping most
Nigga
of
gave
this."
$45,000 back out of the 500.
That's literally like, "Oh, I'll stop the bleeding out of the kindness out of my heart. I'm making a charitable contribution to the denizens down below." Huh.
$500,000. Damn. And now Ubisoft was like, you guys just don't get it yet. You guys are gonna love NFTs. Like,
no,
gamers don't want NFTs, man.
I'd actually argue for video games, it actually makes more sense than a lot of these other spaces, purely because, my nigga, if you're shelling out this much money for skins, it might as well be an NFT. I'm being so honest, because niggas will go crazy for skins, and I'm just like, it's actually, I'd argue it's actually the most applicable version of NFTs in the real world we have.
$500,000, bro.
So you can sell it on the marketplace. Like, you buy a skin for Fortnite, and then it's an NFT, but you don't want it anymore, so you just sell it for like $5.
I'm not quite sure how they're gonna implement it. In theory, that's how they should, but I don't know if a lot of these companies will do that. But that's the way it probably should and would function. That's what I'm guessing if they're gonna make it an NFT. That's how I'm assuming. I'm assuming this.
It's definitely going to take place in that metaverse that everybody keeps talking about.
Oh,
the metaverse
is metaverse, bro. They fell down like $100 in the stock this week. Like,
yeah,
I can't wait for shit. I know you're not allowed to publicly because like these. I know you're not allowed to say that like these things publicly because I know a lot of people's lives are affected. But a nigga like me can't wait for the market to crash, man. Everything's so expensive right now. Like
The housing market
ridiculously inflated. I'm sorry, but like
can't even.
the areas we know, I'll just say that the areas we know that's not the real price of these areas, man. We know it. If y'all get my drift,
Yeah.
like
Dog,
shit
$1
is
million house. LA's the only place where you can have $1 million house and still be fucking poor.
yeah, it's ridiculous, and I kind of need that shit to crash if I want to like.
Like it's incredible like how much the prices are, and especially since a lot of people are moving to Florida, like the houses, the prices of houses are just went crazy.
Bro, people are moving to Florida because, Brovid doesn't exist there. Brovid-19.
Yeah, it's not real. We beat it.
No income tax.
Yeah, we beat it.
So, like, a lot of people are moving to Florida for those reasons. I can't stand that, bruh. Like, y'all not even from Florida, dog. Y'all always talking shit about Florida, but then y'all come and...
Dog, we're a migration state. Dog, high key, we're a migration state equally, like, as much as... I'd put, like, New York is where you spend your 20s to 30s. New York, Florida is where you spend your 40s to 60s to 70s. You die here. You don't establish anything in Florida. You can't establish shit here. Florida is somewhere where you have to leave. But if you have come back and you have some kind of business, this is one of the best places to live. If I had a business, I'd live here. Why would I live in California? Why would I live in Texas? Is like a maybe if you're traveling a lot, but I'd only live there if you're traveling a lot. Like Texas isn't really that great. I'd honestly rather live here, and I don't think that's a bias.
Houston's the only place in Texas I would live. Houston, literally it. Like the suburbs of Houston.
In Texas,
I'm a suburban ass
another place that you need a car. Like you need a car badly in Texas.
We need one here.
Yeah, you need one here, but I feel like Houston. Like we're gonna go in Houston without a car.
Nowhere. You're gonna go 2 blocks and go nowhere.
LA's like that too. Like if you don't got a car, that's the worst thing about the United States is public transportation sucks.
It's non-existent outside of New York.
Oh man, but remember it was in Build Back Better, and it's...
Let's not talk about Build Back Better, bro.
You niggas have fancy ass.
Bamboozled and led astray.
How do you flop harder than the other BBB? They flop harder than Big Baller Brand.
Yeah, but because this one actually affects people.
Yeah, that's fucking sad, dude. That is sad. Yeah, man. We had like y'all just glossed over. Y'all just said like, what? Oh, it's never GTA 6. You're like, yeah, it's never coming. But like, where do you think it's gonna be based?
Oh, that's a good question.
I think it's gonna be Vice City. I don't want it to be Vice City. I want it to be Liberty City. I think it's gonna be Vice City.
I think it's definitely gonna be a period specific. It might take place in like this, maybe the 70s, or you think it'll take place during then?
I think it'll take place during now.
So you think it's gonna be GTA 6? Because they didn't say it was GTA 6. They just said that the next installment of GTA is underway.
Maybe they finally take people's advice and have... I wouldn't be surprised if Rockstar finally goes full send and actually has different places on the map that you can travel to outside of the US. I wouldn't be... Actually, no. That's way too fucking high. Maybe a different country.
I see Vice City in South America. I literally see it that way.
Yeah, definitely a different country, though.
I definitely feel like you should be able to... It should be like in the Northeast. Like New York, Boston area type of thing.
Yeah, what if it takes place in DC?
State lines and stuff like that.
Yeah, Washington DC would be fire.
Oh, Washington DC during the 80s.
Yeah, like that would That would actually be great. Yo, imagine you actually able to pay off a politician to get laws passed. That'd be fucking wild.
Honestly, New York during the 90s would be. I'd like New York during the 90s.
New York during the 80s, because New York was a wild place during the 80s.
Yeah, nigga, we gotta have crack throughout these streets, my boy.
Yeah, crack, the whole crack epidemic and stuff like that.
Yeah, we gotta have pre-Giuliani New York.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, pre-Giuliani. So, pre-Giuliani New York.
That would be a fucking crazy story, man.
Or you can do Chicago. I feel like
Yo, modern day Chicago,
right? I feel like it's too late. Like,
no, it's not too late. I'd argue it's gonna suffer the same fate as Mafia 3, as in your primarily white audience won't be able to relate to Chirac politics, and they're gonna be like, oh, they're gonna. That's.
You can't really do it. It's kids dying in that shit, man. I think it's different.
No,
children dying.
Niggas don't care. Niggas don't have morals.
Do niggas have no conscience? I have a conscience. A lot of these niggas that are dying are younger.
They don't.
Like that shit. When you really think about it, I'm like, God damn, bro. I'm about to turn 25, and a lot of these niggas didn't even 18. Like that shit fucks with me. Like I don't think about it much. Because like niggas make jokes about the Chirac shit. I make the Chirac shit. But when you actually sit down and think of reaching like drinking age. Like that's fucking scary, dog. That's scary, and I feel old at 20. Like, I don't know. I'm not trying to change the subject and make it some deep shit because we're talking about GTA 6. But
it's just one of those failures of like capitalism. But when I hear stories about Chirac, because I'm like, let's just say Chicago. I don't know why we keep saying Chirac, but when you like see stories about kids, what they have to go through and stuff like that, like no child should have to be ducking under cars to dodge bullets.
In America,
you should be able to, kids should be able to walk to school without fearing for their fucking lives.
Dog,
like,
I'm gonna be honest.
Be like Japan, how kids can just go out to school by themselves and nothing would happen to them.
I'm gonna be honest. As an American, saying in America has lost so much fucking value. Niggas don't even have running water.
That is
clean
true.
Water. Yeah,
that's true.
Like nigga,
there's parts of the U.S. that look like a third world country, man.
Yeah,
you can't tell me this is the greatest country on earth when people don't have clean water, they don't have access to a decent education, they don't have decent quality of food. Like people are living in food deserts. Like that shouldn't happen to the greatest country on earth.
The thing is, though,
I don't know why these Republicans go around and these conservatives talking about USA. Like we are not that great of a country.
We're number one in obesity.
We're number one in obesity.
So
that is awful, bro. That is awful.
No, what are you talking? That means niggas are eating good. We're eating good.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck out of here.
Shit.
Dog, I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't go that far. Like, America has a lot of problems. We're better off than a lot of niggas. Like, we're better off than a lot.
That's not good enough.
You're 100% right. You are 100% right.
If we're really gonna be talking about we the best, then we gotta be number one in everything. Like, I'm not gonna be like no participation trophies or anything like that. We should have the best education. We should have the best public transport. We should have the
Okay, but you have access. You have access to the best education. You have access to the best transport.
But
yeah, exactly. You just gotta pull yourself up by the bootstraps.
Access if you can't afford it.
Did y'all see?
Wow.
Did y'all see the letter JFK wrote?
What'd you say?
Did y'all see the TikTok of the letter JFK and got accepted by? This nigga was using like a 4th grade level education writing. You saw that TikTok, right?
I saw that shit.
It was like 3 sentences. It was 3 sentences, and it was like, I want to go because my dad went there. Like it was legit like that. Like what the hell is this?
Well, I'm not surprised because, like, once you already have your foot in the door, like they tell you write the letter. That's it. Okay, here you go. This is my letter. That's it.
Isn't like 40% of the people that go to
I mean, he wrote a book.
40% of the people that go to those schools are legacy anyway. I have a cousin that goes to Yale, and like, I was having a conversation with her about that shit, and she's like, I'm not trying to put her fucking. We had a conversation about that. I'm not gonna say what she said, but I will say what I said. And basically, what the conversation was like, it led up to the point where I said like a lot of the people that go to these Ivy League schools, like, they're not really good people. Like, I don't think they're good people. Usually, these are gonna be the people.
Yeah,
these are gonna be the people that lead the country because we think they're smart because they went to the. A lot of these niggas aren't shit. I think a part of your brain. I think to get to that level, part of your brain, like, you have to be to actually be intellectually to get to that level. A lot of the people that we see in political office aren't there to better the country. They're there to better themselves.
I mean,
so
look at Joe Manchin, look at Kirsten Sinema,
look at Dan Crenshaw.
Pulled out, like we all know, like, we see the other side of the aisle. They're definitely there not to help people because they basically just run off of culture war to get into office, and then once they get into office, they make sure they do stuff for corporations, and then they line their pockets, and then they sit on a board for the rest of their lives, and then they make $500,000 a year, and they're good.
Dog, like, politics, like, my a problem that I have, like, especially when I talk to, like, my folks, it'll be like they have such a high reverence in the American system that I just fundamentally can't have.
And that's
I wish I could have that fate. Like, I wish I could.
In a time when it worked for them.
That's the thing.
Up in a time when it worked for them. But the way we see it, it's not working for us. Like, millennials busted their asses, and then they got nothing out of it.
My fundamental.
They don't even have a house to own. Like, what is the?
They can't buy a house in this environment. I don't care if the interest rate is down. Dog, houses are way more expensive than they used to be. Like, bro, like, my parents are able to buy a house. For me to buy that same house is 2 times as much. What the fuck?
My mom was talking about, like, how it cost a house in the 90s cost like $30,000 or something. Like $30,000, $100,000.
I'm a snitch on myself, but if you're in South Florida, I used to live in a neighborhood in Royal Palm Beach in South Florida. I'm a snitch. I'm giving away like a super duper old address. I used to live in a house in Florida, South Florida, Royal Palm Beach. I used to live in a neighborhood called Madison Green. It was a semi-gated community. My parents bought a house there, I believe, in 2000 when my mom officially became a nurse. So she became a nurse. My dad was a teacher in New Jersey, so they were getting paid decent money. Like, they were starting decently well at the time. If you're from Florida, you know teachers don't make shit. But if you're a teacher up north, you make money. They bought a house for roughly $200,000. I'm not specify exactly how much, but they roughly $200,000. Like I said, if I want to buy that same house right now is $500,000. That's ridiculous, dog. Like, how the fuck are we gonna make it?
I mean, yeah,
that same house.
Remember,
and Royal Palm Beach is even the same as it used to be.
Remember
Royal
that
Palm Beach is worse now.
Remember that neighborhood you used to live in? And I remember I went there with a friend recently. The house before COVID was $500,000. After COVID, it was $800,000, and the house needs work. Like there's some stuff in there that needs to be fixed. You're gonna pay $800,000 for a house
that's a fixer upper.
For a fixer upper?
Yeah, and my mom and dad are talking about like we have this house. Like, it's once you guys leave, or it's just too much space. But where they're gonna go once you sell the house? It's like,
yeah, like
what else are you gonna find in this area?
The thing is that like we came up at a time where like our fundamental years were the recession, and then now, how many years? When did the recession like really end? Like 2013, 2012? Like,
I always thought the recession to me was always 2006, 2007 to like 2011.
2007 to like 2013.
2013.
Okay. Let's use 2013.
I wasn't active in politics then.
Me neither.
That's how it felt.
Nigga, we were jits. We were in fucking elementary school. That's literally like that's not our job.
honestly, I feel like if anything, that grew up in the recession have more. I feel like the kids that grew up in the recession have more. The kids that grew up in the recession, I feel like have more of a say when it comes to these things. We seen our parents what they had to go through during that shit, bro. Like some parents,
some
lost
parents
their
lost
homes. Like as a kid, that's traumatic as fuck.
Yeah.
Like you remember that.
Mm-hmm.
And
So,
like, dog, like we're essentially going into it. It's like we're going into another one. So it's like,
Yeah, imagine
it's coming soon.
a lot of people call our generation soft and we don't want to work, but it's like, my nigga, like we're tougher than you niggas. Yeah, you fought wars, but like, nigga, we're at a fiscal war. I'd rather go be a doughboy
And
in
when they
World
talk
War
about how
II.
they fought wars, they ain't fight no damn wars.
Exactly.
How many of them actually went
How many actually went to Vietnam? Yeah, how many of them actually?
Nigga, sign me up to be a doughboy. Like, fuck out of here.
We're supposed to take a job that offers $7 an hour, $7.25 an hour.
Yeah, you gotta have a master's.
And then you're talking about how, well, you know, they should be, if you don't want to work, you don't want to work. That's it. Like, man, who's gonna work for $12 an hour is not gonna do anything for you.
Like, niggas have higher people. I feel like America's the only country where it's like you where we hype up the American dream so much, but we also simultaneously vilify you for having higher aspirations. If you don't want to like do some sort of like they damn near like vilify you for being a worker in a very weird way. And I don't feel like that's a hot take.
So it's a thing where it's like you want everyone to be a business. Businesses need employees. Why are you shitting on employees? Like
that's hustle.
Why aren't you paying employees?
Culture. That's hustle culture at its like finest. But everybody's talking about, well, you need to be. I don't sleep.
Boss up.
I mean? I don't sleep. I'm always grinding. I'm always working. I got 3 LLCs and stuff like that. I'm like, bro, some people
you're working 24/7.
Regular life.
Yeah, you're working 24/7. I kind of don't care for that. Like,
I know people who own businesses. Their lives are tied up into them a lot. And it's not that fun.
Nick, you can't, like, I'm gonna be honest, unless you're doing something you love, a business is not that sexy. Like I do this for fun. I would love to incorporate this, but this is something I love to do, my nigga. Like, I love doing this with you and I love making content. Like, I'm wired differently. Like, nigga, I may do like comp sci shit, but like, dog, like, I love this. Like, this is like where I feel like
you always see the TikToks of people talking about how great their business is doing, but you never see the TikToks about how slow business is right now.
You actually do. No. You're right for the most part. And it's like, it's to the point where it's like some people use that as a promoting thing for their business. It's like, hey, sometimes I have slow days. Check out my blip. Check out my business. And they actually try to like humanize and stuff. And it's like, yo, my nigga, like, this is W marketing. Like, it's honestly brilliant. How the fuck you turn a down day into an off day? Like, it's only some in America type shit.
But yeah, y'all ready to?
Yeah, we can call it quits. Holy fucking shit, 2 hours.
2 hours.
How the fuck did we have a stronger back half than we have? Oh my god. Wow. Whatever.
I don't know, because we just started talking. But thank you for watching.
Huh? You're cutting out.
Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. 70% of y'all that have videos, you are not subbed. So just make sure you press the sub button. We're trying to get to at least 120 by the end of February. And right now, it's not looking. Help some black creators during Black History Month.
Yeah, or else you're
do
racist.
Your part. Yeah, do your part, please.
Get out.
Yeah, man, this is your reparations. Hitting that sub button.
I don't even need a check. I just need you to hit the.
Yeah, exactly.
So tomorrow we're doing the recap episode 5. So check that out.